They have been assigned by the king to bring him the heads of the two dragons, the ancient and decrepit brass dragon known as Witherwing, and the gold dragon guarding him known as Aurelius Brassguard. They didn't want to do that because they very much like these dragons, and so they spent some time trying to figure out how to get around that. They, through some scheming, found the Adventurers Guild's more low-key underground shop, the Cloak and Dagger, where they managed to arrange a deal for receive 2 dragon heads within several days, which they would present to the king, and in the meantime encourage Witherwing to leave his den. They appear to have succeeded, but on the morning of the next day, after doing all their dealings, they got an urgent letter from the spymaster of the king, who told them the king had grown impatient, insane, it was unclear, but he had ordered another party he had paid them actually to go and kill the dragons, and they had left this morning. And they're picking up right as they finished reading that letter.
So Tyke is going to run outside and get on Birdie.
You run outside and call Mr. Birdie, and he lands on the ground, and you climb on, and what are you going to do?
Who's coming with me?
I'll run out.
Yeah.
Oh, this is gonna be bad.
You climb on Mr. Birdie, and you...
I'm flying over.
All right, you fly on over. What are you 3 doing?
Horse and carriage.
All right, you're going to go grab a horse and carriage.
Yes.
All right, and Robert, same thing?
Going with...
Okay, you 3 search around best you can. You talk ever real quick, and you manage to procure a horse and carriage, and you start across town, and you 2 are easily going much faster. You fly Mr. Birdie as fast as he can go, and it's pretty quick because you're going as the crow flies, and Mr. Birdie's a pretty quick bird. And you guys quickly, through the morning fog, you reach the dragon's cave. You can see very far down below, a couple of specks moving up the mountain. It's hard to tell how many from here, but you can see them. And what are you guys going to do? There's no movement from the cave yet.
I'm going to fly over to warn the dragons.
Okay, just fly down to their lair, and immediately there's a boom, and skidding to the entrance over here comes okay, by the way, is you can see the gold dragon Brassguard just looking like, what are you doing here? There's people in the way.
We thought we had more time.
What do you mean?
The king got impatient and another party.
He's going to shove past you and look down the mountainside, and he can see the party down below. And come then, and he is just going to give a tremendous roar that echoes across the valley. You 3 down below can even hear it. It's not echoing, but you can hear the faint echoes of it. And he is going to take flight and book it down towards them. You 3.
Looks like the fireworks are starting.
You 3 are just moving the carriage as fast as you can, and as you get to the gate, it's shut. The guards there are holding out their hands, and they've got their spears ready.
We have urgent business. Let us through.
I know, I'm sure you do, buddy, but we don't always for the king, no one's to leave the city.
We were the ones ordered to slay the dragons. Could you let us through so we can do our jobs?
The dragon up there?
Yeah.
Well, we just let another group through just now. They have told us not to king everything.
We do that as well?
What? Make it a second, Frank.
Well, isn't
Well, we
it?
do.
You're on board.
He's going to need some visit.
7, so 15?
I mean, I guess you need more if you want to jump. All right. Can I see your permit though? I need some papers.
Sure. Hands over the letter of room and board.
This is letter of room and board. This is nothing about.
Doesn't he have a contract?
I don't
I
have
mean, Oxford's that's a good place, but you gave me the wrong paper.
Oh, sorry. I can't find it. Do you have it? The room and board was while we were staying here in preparation of dealing with this.
Well, I'm sure it was.
Being sober now, I can easily rummage through my cloak to find the only document I carry.
Okay. It is.
The first invitation to the king.
The thing is, we don't have a written contract, guys. It was verbal.
This is the demonic. This is the deal with the thing in the bell tower. The thing in the bell tower dragon or something? And this is related to it.
Thinking that the bell tower was a dragon.
I'm gonna need a second there. Fuck.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
15. You got 3. All right, fair enough. He's gonna be important anyway. Not piss off the king. He's cranky right now. Open the gate and as they open the gate and oh, by the way, I wouldn't bring that up the mountain if I were you. Bring back your carriage. That's hell of a steep drive. You're lucky to keep that up.
Good to know.
As you 3, and you 2, what are you doing as Brassguard is just booking it down the mountain?
I guess talk to Witherwing?
Yeah, it's one of us course actually. Go after him. I'll watch the entrance. You go ahead and go talk to Weatherly.
You guys watch. Alright, so
I'm gonna look for a kind of like a somewhat concealed spot around the entrance. that I can-
let's take your mini to put in mind. Actually, that's easier. I like to Let's use that for Mr. Birdie. Here, that's card. Mr. Birdie, is he coming with you? You and Mr. Birdie hurry on to that end.
I'm gonna look for like a shadowy spot here, just kind of lie in wait in case.
Make a stealth check.
Alright.
There's rock here.
I almost want someone to go up to the party that's like heading up and be like, hey, you stole our job. We're not happy.
Solid.
My current plan is convince them that
You
there's a
know
traitor
that
on
down.
You decide, like, out of the many large rocks you crash behind one of the small
Chaotic evil again.
That's right. It's like, you play that kind of cast on it.
Oh,
That'll work.
rookie.
Half cover's better than before.
Alright.
And it is a mechanic.
Now you need to go 7 times with a weapon that has 95% hit.
This isn't Pokemon, okay?
I think that would be the equivalent of rolling a nat 1 7 times in a row.
It would be.
Don't we just jinx us?
Alright.
This is wood.
Alright, so you go inside and. I think I found the gate stone if you want to go.
And I'm going to be like, we came to warn you. We overestimated how much time we had. The king got really crazy and impatient and sent another party up. And he just went down to try to fight them. And
Oh, time. What? Oh no! Oh, oh, oh no! Looking like very concerned and worried.
should I like try to talk to him?
Meanwhile, you watch as you can make a perception check actually for seeing it. Darn it. Me, perception check for like just to like look at it and see what's going on down below.
That one.
That one. Oh wow! Look at those clouds up there. So you don't really tell what's going on until you hear a horrible screeching sound. You look down below and you can see. You look down below and you don't know what happened, but suddenly the dragon is plummeting towards like the ground, like it was flying next to them, and then. Meanwhile, you three. You guys managed to get outside, but like once you got to the cliff, you could tell like you've gone up this mountain twice now. Like well, once actually, you've never been up here.
Yep.
You two, like you've been up here before. Like that, those horses aren't going to be any good.
Yeah.
Like, it's too steep, too tight turns. It's perilous.
Very well.
Got rid of the carriage.
Looks like we're running.
Put the carriage.
Hope
You
you
think you'd get up there? pretty
hope you're
fast.
fast.
I am.
Alright,
Because this is difficult terrain on Earth.
who knows how to ride horses? We'll ditch the carriage, we'll ride the horses.
The horses get up.
Other than yours. You're okay.
Oh, I have mine over here.
Okay, so you guys are you three talking about horses. So keep going.
On your feet, let's move.
Alright.
Also up.
I probably can't.
There
are we just like down here or further?
You're gonna get your horses and you're gonna start looking at it.
Oh, I'm not going.
And you can actually see now that like, as this is happening, you see the dragon go down and the party, you can see the party, it looks like 5 people, maybe 4, you're not quite sure, but you can see them like gesture wildly and you can see one of them pulls out something. In fact, let's make some perception checks for
That one.
That's one.
Perception. 18.
All right, let's put them over.
6.
6. Nice clouds.
Looks like a dragon.
That's plummeting to the ground.
So you can make out a party of, what looks like 5 adventurers. There seems to be 2 elves, 2 fully armored, and one much bigger than the rest. And as things are happening, you can see the one actually has a red banner across his back, samurai style, and he's like gesturing wildly, and you can see one of the elves pulls out a scroll and starts muttering something, and one of the elves with a bow reaches for 2 arrows, and as the dragon dies, like, the cleric mutters something, and Brassguard freezes in midair. The archer fires off 2 arrows, and they both strike him. One near his chest and one of the wings, and he just screeches or as best as he can, and just he lands and he actually like hits the edge of like it's a series of like what kind of pass. He bounces off the edge of one and just crumples down. Actually, not 150 feet away from you guys. Like if you're going up the mountain, like he's like 1 truck path ahead of you. He does not appear to be moving. And you hear the you look down and you make a perception check. Brassguard isn't particularly big dragon, like he's large, but he's got some.
Nat 20.
You heard a very like ominous thudding that sound.
I'm like, oh no.
What are you doing, Tyke?
Like, I heard something. I heard a big thump.
Oh, there. He's going to like reach down and like fight, and he's going to throw something at you, make a dex save. Just catch it for fun.
5.
You try to catch it and it like bounces off your chest and lands on the ground. It's a little sack, kind of like a little one of these, like a little big sack. It seems. I'll help you, please save me. I'll save him, please.
What does it do?
Tricks. I don't really know. I've only done one.
Okay.
You look inside. There's some beans inside. Very multicolored. All right. Then what do you do?
Okay, I'm gonna get on Mr. Birdie and I am going to fly.
All right, you're gonna fly. All right, you 3. So you just saw him crash land on the ground, like 100 feet up.
Run towards the dragon, I suppose.
All right, on horseback or?
They can be on horses, I'll be on foot since I ignore difficult terrain as an earth genocide.
Okay.
At least earth-based.
All right.
Difficult terrain.
This is pretty earth-based. So you 2 are gonna like, get the horses, try and I need you to make animal handling check 180 together because you.
Do I also roll?
Yes.
Okay. Much better. 16.
Working together, it's not too hard. You manage to take the horses off, and they don't have saddles, but because they're like carriage horses, but you manage to take them off and then add hocks and bridle reins and hop on horses, and you start riding up and you quickly catch up with Craig. Wow, you were running pretty efficiently. Like the hard terrain was like nothing to you. It's like walking on sidewalk versus walking on grass.
I imagine I'm like ice skating on a dirt path.
It's not that different, honestly. Like, that's the feeling to you as you start going up. You quickly hear and you see them too. And
To draw a hammer and shield.
okay, perception check. Just determine what's going on.
14.
You can hear some voices above talking. Got him! Did we? I think we did. Want to go down and look? Wait, who's that over there?
Well, who's that up there?
Look up, and you can see, looking down the cliff, is at least two elves, the 2 elves, and the one with the red banners. Looking down the cliff at the dragon, I want to say, well, what do you think? Double tap? Double tap. And they're going to reach for arrows and just. one of the arrows ducks into, not you, but the dragon again. He's still not moving.
I feel like he's under one person, but he could be dead.
Old monster.
So where are you going?
The creature's already down, and you keep shooting at him.
Oh, who are you?
I asked you first. Actually,
And I'm up here, so who are you? This is the one with the red banner talking.
my name is Craig Duststrike, follower of Shogun, and under the orders of the king to come after these dragons. Now I ask, who are you?
Never heard of you, but the job's done. Why don't you scram? This is our kill.
Doesn't look dead yet.
Looks pretty dead to me. You want? In fact, what? Again.
Cops show up. Sorry, what was that?
The ranger. He's resembling a pincushion. He's got 6 different arrows sticking out of him by this point.
Am I close enough to throw the beans?
Hold on.
Assuming you're supposed to throw the beans.
You have no idea. You can make an Arcana check if you want.
I actually could cast Identify using one of my spell slots.
It's a minute though, isn't it?
You can cast it if you use a spell slot.
Yeah.
No, he means not as a ritual.
Casting out. Or as I thought Identify just had a casting time over that.
Yeah, it has a casting time of 1 minute and requires a pearl worth at least 100 GP.
So I'm just going to have to wing it.
I'll play another Arcana check if you want to get an educated guess. With your expert educated opinion.
12?
You have no idea what these beans would do, but you can gather 1 or 2 maybe at the same time. Like, you gather so few in here. And when Mom says I should always save her things, so.
Okay.
Sure, let's make an, as you soar overhead, and well, how high do you want to fly, actually?
As high as I could reasonably fly and throw the beans effectively.
We'll say, do you have sharpshooter?
Yes.
All right, other than the
my range on my thunder cannon is 500 feet.
Let's go factor in arrow down, just like physics, because you're dropping a that's something I'll say 100 feet. You want to do that?
Okay, I'll swoop down 100 feet, drop it, and then
Okay.
fly back out.
How many beans are you dropping? There's 8 beans in there.
My educated guess said that I should drop 2 or 3, so I'm going to drop 3.
Okay, you just drop 3 beans, and why don't you roll a d10 and a d100 3 times. You got one. You're not watching this. You can see Pike.
Does anyone have a d10 I could roll?
Yes.
Because I've only got a d100. 19.
19. Okay.
82.
82. $82. All right. And
33.
33. Okay, you walk up the you throw the beans, and you can tell that one of them, like, hits one of them on the head as they go, oh, what the? And just kind of clinks on the ground next to them. They're like, what's this? The beans don't seem to be having any initial effects. Then they look up and, oh, the devil is that? What are you doing to us? And they're shouting way. It's like, what are you doing? What are you doing?
I'm going to shout, I'm trying to help. Just in a vague way, so that they don't know how to interpret what I'm saying.
They're going to move back a little bit. Yes. Why as they look at you? As they're looking at you, Craig, and they're like, step away from it. Why don't you just head home now? This is all thing now.
Amateurs.
Are you saying that out loud?
Yes.
Oh, amateur as always.
Quite.
Dead gold dragon on the ground begs to differ. I took skill in planning that.
He's also really young, if I recall.
This one, 100 years old at least.
That's not old for a dragon.
No, it's pretty old to us meat sacks.
Does Robert now know that they're there?
Yeah, you can hear. Kind of gather.
About where are we?
I'm gonna put you guys down. Actually.
Okay.
I'll say, did you want to be next? Are you reaching going for the dragon the entire time? Or?
Oh, I'm talking with them, but I'll. Actually, I might do better.
Put yourself in the fire right there.
I wonder if the healing spell.
I don't have any prepared yet.
Oh, I can know what you're doing.
You didn't prepare a single healing spell?
Okay, we woke up
Your
talking about
cleric
the
life
letter
is
from the
in the
spy master, and then I had to drive a cart. I had no time for praying.
Why do you drive the cart then?
Because I'm proficient.
All right, so you two, you're on horses actually. So. Let me get some. Let's put you on. Let's put you on bottle caps. It's not that stand.
Flip it over, maybe?
Maybe. As you two. So look, why don't you just scram, pointing at you, like gesturing at you, type to like scram. Get out of here, this is ours. What are you waiting for? They're looking at you. Got any business with us?
No, I have business with the dragon, and I start heading towards the dragon.
Oh, and one of them, the ranger draws an arrow and points it at you. No touching it. That's ours.
Robert is going to reach for his focus and start whispering.
All right. As you are very obvious coming.
And I know exactly what he's going to whisper. Seems Nox is sometimes useful. Casting fireball around them.
So, all right, as you get close, go ahead and make a. They have to make a dex save, don't they?
Yes, they do.
Oh boy! Oh boy! Oh gosh! I need to roll individually. Tell me your DC is.
16.
16. Okay. 16.
Mm-hmm. Should probably roll damage now.
Yeah, please do.
16.
8.
Fuck! Here is 6.
Thank you.
I hope this serves you well.
So that's 5, 10, 15, 21, 25, 30.
Wait, fireball?
Mm-hmm.
It's 8d6?
Yep.
Four of them pass.
Out
Okay,
of 5.
One of them doesn't.
Yeah.
The ones that have to take half of 32.
Half of 32.
Which is 16.
All right. So you see one of them, a tiny little one, just like dives out of the way like somersault and just avoids the damage entirely. Half of 32.
Mm-hmm.
It is 16.
You are welcome.
Okay.
You can see that they're all like reeling in shock now. Something's broken. And they, right, that does it. Now let's roll some initiative.
I don't know.
Everyone.
I get +9.
All right. I gotta roll initiative for these guys.
The only thing is you get +9 to initiative.
Ooh.
I have 2 healing potions.
I've got
I should stay in the air as much as possible.
I've got 1. I also have I probably shouldn't set bear traps outside the old guy's town. In case he decides to wander out.
But I
You
want
feel a
to
sudden alignment
I
change.
want to.
Well, I'm, to protect them though.
I want to know if the dragon is actually dead or making death saves, and
We don't know. That's the simple fact of it.
because if we could give him a little bit of healing, then he could be very useful in this fight.
So these are terraced, right?
These are raised cliffs straight up. Like, so the way it's going,
How tall is each?
so like this is the end. This is like where it connects here and like climb up.
It's like
It goes like 5, 10, 15, 20, like each, like farther away you get from like the end, farther away you go, the steeper it gets. So like here, I believe it's 130 feet, but over here it's 5 feet.
oh wow.
So
And
So
here,
here-
same sort of deal.
here again, here it's just nice slope, you can fall off that one, no trouble. Here again, 5, 10, 15, 20. So you got you might have to like slide down maybe, but it's dangerous at a long fall.
Sneak attack. See, now we got set for bearing.
Okay, so any natural 20s or higher?
21.
21. What's your dex now?
+3.
Alright, so. Okay. And then 20s. 19s. 18s. 17s. 16s. Right. $15, $14, $13, $12, $11, $10, $11.
Sorry, 12.
Hey,
I looked at my 3 and
Forgot your plus
now.
I see you also did badly.
Mhm.
And then, what do you get?
5.
I got 6.
Not apologizing for this name.
Oh my god, I'm not gonna try to pronounce that.
No.
That's just.
Fetch.
He gets, I'm gonna call him Fez.
All right, so one more time.
6.
Dead.
6 in.
Edgy. Oh wait.
Mr. Birdie will live on the same campus as you. So let's see. All right, so let's see. All right. She is going to move first. She is going to draw an arrow and aim up at you, Tyke, and just fire. What does it do? Next one is a 21.
It hits.
She's aiming for you, so. Oh, she's aiming for Mr. Birdie.
Yeah, I don't think they could aim at you if they were trying. Considering you're here, Birdie's here.
Yeah, yeah, at least not at that angle.
And Mr. Birdie's hit points might as well be my hit points because I will fall to my death. Unless I say that the 2 days that I've had
No,
I-
parachute.
build a parachute, because that would be something I would have been working on.
That is true.
It's, Mr. Birdie takes 13 points of piercing damage. 11, sorry. 11 points of piercing damage. As an arrow just hits into his side, and I need him to make a strength saving throw. With advantage, because he's large.
13?
13 fails, as the arrow hits him, vines sprout out of it and immediately surround his wings and like hit him in place, and his wings are unable to move, and he starts to plummet. Oh, he also takes another.
And so I died, and so did Mr. Birdie.
Jump up at the last minute like an elevator.
I would still die.
Yeah.
Depends on how fast you fall.
He takes another 2 points of piercing damage as the
Because-
vines like get into his joints.
You're 100 feet up. Depending on how fast you fall, you might be able to pull out of it.
We'll see. So Mr. Birdie is falling. That's We'll see how it goes. I'm gonna roll like that. We'll have a chance. A chance. All right. So goes that was hers. Darn it.
Alright, so I'm aware of everything that's happening right now.
You just saw Ty, like, he's on Mr. Birdie to start running.
I'm gonna start running after.
All right.
So
How are you?
how big is the drop in front of me right now?
Right now?
Where I am.
Well, you can't really hop over this rock, but well,
Okay.
you could actually, but that'd be 50 feet.
50 feet. I'll start climbing down.
Okay.
So I move 30 feet down.
All right. You are
Climb speed's the same.
20 feet.
20 feet up.
Let's see. There's no marker.
Alright.
And that's all you're gonna do.
Uh,
You can acrobatics, also acrobatics check for climbing down.
ooh, that's a 13.
13. It's you actually skid a little bit, like you manage to keep yourself steady enough, and you don't
So
fall.
is it like that steep or?
Not about that.
Okay. So it's not circle.
Like a 2-degree angle.
Not quite. That's all you can do.
I guess.
That's all I'm gonna try to hide as I climb. Unless I can take the dash action and just go fast.
Sure.
Yeah, you know what? In that case, I will actually take the dash action to climb down more.
Well, one more acrobatics. Actually, now you're good since you already did the thing. So
Okay.
how far you can go? Another 30.
Yep.
All right. So
And then
So
10
you want-
feet towards them,
you want to go this way?
directly.
All right. You're getting pretty close. As it goes to. He's gonna like, no, no, what? What that? There you go. Professionals, all right. He is going to, let's see, this one, going to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He's going to start making his way towards like, the dragon and you guys. Actually, that's this turn, and then it's going to. This one, another wood elf. This one, it's some armor with like holding a shield and a mace. Looks kind of like you are if he was an elf. Just like, oh, that really hurt. Oh, is everyone all right? People are coughing up ash. One of them just is a little good. Actually, oh, this one actually. Wait, this one is the one. This is the guy who failed to save actually. So. He's actually looking like a burnt crisp right now, right? And he's just going to cast Cure Wounds himself. Actually, no, he's going to do this. So everyone around him seems to recover a little bit. It has lovely light surrounds him. You know, he's being like, we're all gonna die anyway, but let's just make it last a little longer. Everyone gets really like, cool.
That sounds like a terrible way of playing that. Like, I'm gonna prolong the guys' death a little bit.
We're fighting Eeyore and Ferris Bueller.
Feel a little bad now. Not much, but just.
We're saving your dragon from hate people. We're good people.
Alright.
The world is complicated.
I'm already dead, so.
Oh my. Erwin.
Yes.
Yes, you're on a horse.
Yes.
What are you gonna do? Double checking the see the horses, they can go pretty fast, especially if the horse books it. For some reason, it's not your H, it's because it's riding horse. So yeah, you have 60 feet just normal movement.
Okay. What are you doing? I'm gonna catch up to Chris.
All right. So 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 30, still 25 feet of movement. Okay, he's right there. Greg, you see him just.
So, what can you tell?
What do you mean?
I'm gonna look up at the party up there.
You see them cough and then like healing magic, and you can see Ty falling on Mr. Birdie.
I'm guessing no one has fireball.
No. Nope. And the whole person is still affected by gravity. The whole person is actually still affected by gravity.
Yes, but it doesn't affect well, it doesn't affect non-humanoid creatures.
I'm gonna take
They have different spells for that for some reason.
We're useless down here, so I'm gonna ride past Greg and for the remainder of my movement.
5, 15, 20, 25, the horse is right there, do a dash. How far do you want to go? Because you'll easily get in range of everyone.
Actually, you know what? No, I'm gonna stay right there.
All right. You stand right next to the dragon. He's not really moving. Like, you can't tell if there's breathing, but he is bloody, wrecked a little bit. One of his wings is bent out of shape from the fall, looks like. There's scrapes. Several arrows punctured here and there. As it goes. Robert.
All right. Going here and casting Stink Cloud here.
Okay, how does that work?
I used it on the Shadow Dragon, remember? Basically, you have to make a con save, otherwise you can't do anything.
And that's at the start of every turn.
It also obscures vision.
Okay.
It's just on their turn. They do it.
Roll now. I'll roll now. Okay, so. Three of them fail. So 3 of them just like one of them is actually retching like oh god, oh no.
Which ones are rushing and which ones are seemingly...
The big one actually is just like he looks like a big burly fellow. He's wearing like a wolf skin as like his like thing, shirtless, but still he's just going.
Did I hear pillow?
And just all over the ground, but some of them are still out. That's Robert. This one. This one failed their save, so they are. If they Robert, if they fail their save, they're incapacitated, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you can see one of them, a little halfling, he's just going. Oh God! Oh! That dragon smelled like that. As it goes to Ash, who is also. Oh! I've drunk so much last night. and Craig.
Alright, I'm gonna walk up to the dragon,
Alright.
touch it, and cast Spare the Dying.
Alright.
And then,
Make
and once it
a medicine check.
just rolls 19.
You think it worked?
Okay. Then I pull my hammer back out and walk up the cliffside.
Oh. Let me check the math. It's still high. So I'm not saying you can't do that. 5, 10, 15, 20. It's 25 feet up.
Okay, and I use like 10, so I can make it part of the way up.
Yeah. So you just start.
It's difficult terrain.
Earth genocide.
I know.
Watch carefully
That's pretty cool.
Stink Cloud.
As down below, you can see.
Sure. Thank you for warning.
Does that have a permanent radius or?
Yep, it's 1 minute. It's
For 1
30
minute
feet.
concentration,
How-
20 feet radius.
20 feet radius. Where did you center it?
Let's see.
Don't forget that we're below down.
For now.
I know, you're walking out.
Probably on this person.
Right on them.
Yeah,
So
to try and include as many of them as possible.
I'm gonna say it's like floating above them, so, but
And pouring down.
and a little contained. It's contained right about here, but basically that whole area is stinky. That whole area goes too tight. Mr. Birdie is falling, but having to make a strength save.
Can I help him with his strength save?
Oh, sure.
Nat 20.
Oh! He just like bursts free
That's
and
a
like
cool, a cool dive move.
as he like he just like bursts, he uses like the movement of that to like flap and stop himself just 20 feet from the ground. So you're now 20 feet in the air, and you are just like, that's Mr. Birdie's action. He was just,
I technically didn't add the advantage yet, but
Sure,
I did say
so,
I was
yeah.
going to
you,
assist.
you do have an action, so
Okay.
I'll say you have an action.
Who was the one who hit Mr. Birdie?
It was the one with the bow, the Elven Ranger.
Then I am going to boom at the Elven Ranger.
Boom. All right, so.
And I'm going to shout, "Why did you do that?"
Don't hurt Mr. Birdie!
And that would be 13. So.
No, misses. So, pew! And she just ducks. Wait. She did pass her save, so yeah, it's not incapacitated. Anything else, or can you do it?
I think Mr. Birdie, if they have any more movement, they might move to a more advantageous position. But actually, they are fairly at an. No, they're still within range.
What's the range of the boomstick?
500 feet.
500 feet, but I don't want to be too high up because, as I've learned, I could die.
That's if they shoot you down.
They seem to be pretty well practiced in shooting
No,
flying
think
things
Iron
down,
Man.
like they trained for this month.
Krish, think the first Iron Man movie. Where you go too high up, start freezing.
Anything else then?
Then I'm gonna like kind of
Are there any?
maybe to the side.
Sure. Please quickly. Again, this is
Like over here.
okay. Don't worry about it. As you fly that way, shooting and missing barely, but you are alive and healthy. Mr. Birdie's looking a little scratched, but you think you can take it. You'll lose to. They are going to draw another arrow and aim at you again.
That's the one with the bow, right?
Yeah. Is that 3 hit? 24. Alright.
Me specifically, or
No, they're aiming for Mr. Birdie. Mr. Birdie. 11. Another arrow flies out and shoots Mr. Birdie in the same spot from last time, and he's going to take a bit more damage as he takes a full 11 points of piercing damage.
Mr. Brady's not looking so good.
And they are going to move out of sneaky. They're just like holding their nose. Oh God!
Holding their nose, shooting with a bow.
That was impressive. They were using the arrows to just like, smell the resin, smell the resin. And it goes to Dominic.
How many feet down is that person?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see. We go
How many feet is this person?
Start taking the damage at 10.
60 feet.
So you'll take like 6 damage, or is it like 60, 10?
Wait, that's going this way. Hold on. Let's see. Feels like 55 actually. Slightly.
All right.
I think I know what you're thinking.
Is it possible to use them to break my fall?
That is precisely what
You
Or would I have to be a little bit closer?
want to, it's going to be, look, you're going to have to aim, and you will still take damage, but less. But they will definitely take
At the
damage.
same time, I'd like to try to sneak attack them. With my scimitar. I've got a shield.
This is an Assassin's Creed.
All right, that's fucking awesome.
All right. That's exactly what I'm going to do.
Okay, I'm going to be athletics check first for yes. Leaping.
17.
You, and now attack. I'll say this is pretty reckless with damage.
Okay. That's an unnatural 20.
I'm going to put 20. You definitely did. So go ahead and roll your sneak attack damage. I'm going to roll your falling damage. So. I'm going to say, like, you take, it's going to be half of it. Like, you're each going to take half of it. So. Okay. You take 10 points of falling damage.
All right. They take, I think it was 18, yeah.
18.
It's silver slashing, because that matters.
No, but you know what? But you did more than half their health, so you know what that means. Why don't you roll a d20 please, so we can see how you made them?
6.
6. You slam into their back and like rake it across their back, and you hear something crack inside their torso. Oh! Land on. I want you to make a dex save for like landing on your feet.
That is a 15.
15. You land next to them on the ground, and they're like, "Oh, at your feet!" And they are just like crushed. They seem crushed, and they are down, and like blood spurts out onto the ground. Like you might have punctured a lung or something. And there's now a giant gash across their back. They are not looking happy, but they're still coughing. So they are wrecked, but not out.
All right.
Oh, I also need to make a constitution save.
I need to make Constitution. I'm not in the cloud.
Oh, yeah, you are. Oh, no, you're not. Yeah, sorry. I'm so sorry. All right, so anything else, right? Your legs. Oh.
Do they still have their weapon in their hand, or is it like kind of loose right now?
It's. Yeah, they still got their bow.
I still got it in hand. Okay, so I can't do that.
With rubber weapons.
Not their bowstring.
Well, I can't attack with bows. So. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and use my second wind.
Okay. Whew. Do that. Wow, we go to. Just like.
This would be like 8 back.
No, he is just. Oh, God damn it! Well, you're dead fast, so he is going to be. Oh no, everyone! What level is that spell? 3. They are going to just, oh no, I'll save everyone. I'll make it smell nice. And like the smell of incense wafts over the air. And you're just making clap things as they cast a spell magic. Everyone all right? Death can't get you yet. If it's any consolation, there's no dead around here. That's fucking great, buddy. And then it says they like wipe some vomit off. Wielder. Was that Carvin.
Alright.
You see Craig is mountain. You saw Jonathan slide.
Watch out for Craig! Power walking! Alright.
In like heavy armor too, like
He's that
I was in
hiker
heavy
you
armor
see on the
too.
trail. That's who it is.
wait, what?
That random hiker you always see on the trail.
Yes, I'm the random hiker.
Please view the horseman there.
He wears his shorts under his chainmail, so it doesn't chafe.
40, 45. We're here, it's 40 feet, so.
Okay.
They're all free to speak flat out, like the same kind of stuff.
Okay. Going to dismount the horse if I can.
Alright, that is half your movement, so you got 50 feet left.
Okay. Who am I looking at right there?
That is the cleric. It's a half elf with like, not a half elf, a full elf and like blonde hair, but sunken eyelids, gray eyes, wearing metal armor and it's kind of mason one hand and a shield.
I'm gonna go up and try to hit him with my longsword.
Okay, go for it. Roll that. He's like, oh no! Enemies!
What is it,
13,
13?
this is Izzy. Brings out the shield. No, it's not my time yet. Why must you be so stubborn?
To attack.
See, this is what I'm talking about.
That is a 22.
22, you definitely hit.
It might not be your time yet, but you aren't leaving this mountain.
Oh, are you gonna tie me up?
You shush, Nick. You shush.
That is 13 damage.
13. Ooh. You just. This time you stab him in the side, actually. Like, not, you don't think you hit anything quite vital, but like you puncture him and blood starts pouring. Oh! Okay, maybe this is my time. It's all becoming clear. Oh.
Guys, I vote that we make him the new party servant.
You already have a cleric.
We
We
do
take
need a
him out
medic.
so that we don't have to deal with the secitude that is an enemy cleric.
I say we make them the new Robert. If I learned one thing from Overwatch, you focus their fucking healers. Yep.
You want to kill Rusty first?
Also, another thing about clerics, you don't take clerics prisoner. They have death magic as well. Like this one. Like this one.
And this one is the medic, right?
3d10
That was
necrotic
the
damage.
medic,
First level.
But you have to hit.
They have a pretty good chance of that.
Old person.
Okay, I gotta make a wisdom.
Wait, what are you?
There's a roll of 20, so I'm assuming they pass.
Yes, they do.
Yes, then. Oh, no, none of that. Not yet.
Not yet.
Alright.
Wilbur.
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 Wilbur is going to, it's a little halfling rogue with like a pig nose and like wearing a cloak and a slasher smile, and is going to pull out a knife. Are we doing the thing? He turns to your cleric. Yeah, let's do the thing. And he's 20, going to, and it's going to go to Besh. It's going to go to, so, let's see. It was hidden, ironically. This one, you can see now, it's a half orc. And like, again, like he's wearing fur skirt, and then he's wearing a wolf skin cape, and now he's going to pull out a battle axe, a great axe actually, and he is just going to let a bull's roar, and he's going to rush at you.
I'll point out she's technically in front of me, so.
He is right there.
Good.
Anything ever come up
That's all balls. It's such a ball clone.
I didn't
Can't be able to tell me on the flip side. Hugging an orc.
Alright, so roar, and he's going to shove you. I need to make.
He's gonna try to shove me. What am I making?
This is athletics.
Athletics. That's 27.
That is 22. You just turn around in time and ooh, it's like stopping a bullet. Oh God, you yet. Yes, that goes to Craig.
All right, so there's a guy standing on that ledge.
Yep. It was the. Yeah, that would be the fighter.
All right.
The one with the red banners.
Well, let's grab their legs then.
This is a grapple.
All
They're
right.
no longer incapacitated, so.
9.
They rolled a natural 19, so they just like kick your feet, kick your hands away as you try to grapple them. Get off me!
Fine. I summon a sword behind them and stab.
Okay.
And that is a 15 to hit.
15. That is going to miss. And he reaches behind with a shield reflexively, boom, blocks it. Nice try. There's one on the ground. You can see these two. You can see Darman and the half-orc engaged in like foot shoving that basically.
Oh, it's gonna be good.
If you want to be one favorite, it's Blade Block. Blade Clash.
Got my shield up right now.
Yeah.
Type still cares about the person who shot Mr. Birdie.
It will be a disadvantage because they are prone and far away from you.
In which case, then I would be focusing on the person's coming up to probably.
All right. What's the cover doing this? Remember? They will have.
They will have cover. Then I would go for someone else.
All right.
Who wouldn't have cover?
You can see big red flag just hanging out of there.
Hey, look, it's a target.
Then he's gonna be my target then.
All right. Go ahead. Kaboom.
Kaboom. That is. It's not gonna work. 14.
No, you just fire and
Wait, no, it's not 14. It's 17.
just misses as it, it like bounces off his shield. He's like, what was that? These are all like really loud shots too. It's like thunderbolt, so like it's like it's like an electric bullet flying at people and it just bounces off and flies off. Anything else from Mr. Birdie?
Mr. Birdie is going to land, I think.
Okay. You.
Because he's only got 2 hit points left,
Oh.
and so I don't want to fall.
Alright, so goes to
I would cast Mending, but honestly, an extra 4 hit points maximum is not going to do much good.
So you can see the ranger stands up and they pop a little bit of blood up there. Again, it's a Wood Elf woman. She looks a lot like the cleric who's being messed up by Garmin right now. And not Garmin, Carvin. And she is going to, she's going to draw a short sword and try and stab you with it.
Okay.
That does 19 hit you.
No, it does not.
Okay, she just bounces off your armor.
Okay. I feel a little bad about this.
Her attack. Next one is a 25.
Not bad. That's
Alright, so.
not gonna feel as bad. What do you think? Who do you think? Good point.
I'm not strong. If I was strong, I would be making so many shove attacks.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Robert probably would be.
Okay, you take 8 points of piercing damage. Or slash
Oh,
damage,
yeah.
as she just.
Oh wow. Hey, I'm back to what I was when I landed.
As she just.
Very
Oh, standing up, blood dribbling from her mouth. She looks wrecked, and she's clutching her rib cage and looking very unhappy.
So as she does that, I'm gonna use my other arm to kind of grab the orc and throw the orc into her.
Okay, is it? Yeah, it's your turn, so. Alright, so this will be
So what?
grapple check.
Grapple check.
He got. Great, forgot. That is going to be 24.
Dang, I only got a 21.
It is like it's a very impressive strength contest, but this time it's just no, and then just like the rage kicks in.
I'm gonna take the disengage action
Okay.
and back up. Let's see. So to draw, it's free to draw as an object interaction.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna drop the shield and the sword.
Okay.
I'm gonna draw my glaive,
All right.
and then just
All right.
get ready.
Bloodbender is going to pull out a spear and he's going to try and stab down at you. Like, get away! Actually, now he's going to stab you with it.
Okay.
That is going to be. Let's see where it is. That's going to be a 25.
Hits.
All right. And I also need you to make a strength save.
Ooh, 6 on the save.
Fails. So you take 18 points of piercing damage as he stabs you in the groin. Not in the groin, but like dangerously close to the important parts. But and your leg actually begins to buckle and you start falling. And let's see from here.
Wasn't that one like triple digits?
20, 25 actually.
Oh,
So
what is that, like 2d6?
2d6. Take 6 points of falling damage. As you
Good thing spirit weapon's not concentration.
and then he is just going to look down at you, put the spear around, and
Is he not prone? No.
he is, but he is directly above.
So no disadvantage.
No disadvantage.
Fair enough.
And he rolled a natural 1. So he's actually going to like forget the angle and throw the spear off.
Accidentally let go a little early, so it's thrown.
He throws it down, but just straight into his foot.
Damn it!
Not again.
No, he just threw it like so powerfully, but forgot to aim downward. It just like goes into the sunset.
Well, crap. Meanwhile, in the city, it's later.
The king is dead, no.
He deserves it!
Alright. Liar is going to pull out a hand and I need you to make a wisdom save. I ain't doing the thing! Fuck! 2. So you are frozen in place, and Wilbur is now going to take a prepared action and draw their dagger and stab you with it. As you are paralyzed. Let me check. Oh wait, they're right here. I love this. 3.5.
You're using that one fight that we had where
That was a fun trick I learned.
it was such a powerful assassin, and you hold person critted it, and it died instantly, or almost instantly.
I promise that won't happen to you.
Maybe.
Most of it. I try.
Because if they crit sneak attack, that could be devastating on one's internal organs.
Paralyzed attacks. Alright, is incapacitated, so.
I think I remember it's an auto crit and it's a sneak attack.
And the head rem is an attack, so. So, there's 24 hit you. I mean, it's like negative armor. So yeah, you're taking.
I'm just going to your.
That's how, that was so many fucking guys.
Yeah. They are called die for a reason.
I have my next turn planned.
Unless it rolls in carbon, that's not good.
It might help.
You take 33 points of piercing.
What's my fucking name?
Let's find out.
What's in a main?
Do you want to roll for yourself? Or
A wound by any other.
You fucking.
what did you get?
I got a 17.
Oh. So, good news. It's only a minor scar.
That would have been great on the wisdom.
Yeah. So yeah. Are you unconscious or
No.
So they stab straight into your kidney and just
Good
you
thing
would
I haven't
scream
Crushed it. Can we make it the liver instead? That has just been tortured up to this point.
Well, no, it's already
Right.
built up a resistance to
You
damage.
think
that's why it's only minor
mortally wound you, but your liver was toast long ago. So, so it's just finishing off a long.
So you might as well hit your appendix.
You don't feel good, obviously. That is going to be their turn. Actually, no. Fire is going to promptly back away.
And bravely ran away.
15, 20, 25.
There's a really beat me up over there.
And bonus action.
Did he disengage or just have to
He's paralyzed.
Right.
Hey, look, they're clustered
I'm
again.
paralyzed, and unless you do something, I'm gonna die this way.
Minor change of plans. I will be using a different attack than I had thought.
Like, yeah, I'm in trouble.
The attack is held nuclear device.
The attack is called Saving Your Friend Who Gave You Alcohol.
Saving Private Carwin.
You enable this addiction. Alright, so he just like starts singing himself, "Oh, life is meaningless," but you see him like the cut on his side a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Just a little. So, okay, that is there. It's gonna go to Carwin. You can make a wisdom save.
That would have been nice.
Natural 20?
19.
19. Oh, okay, yeah, you break through. That is your action. Actually, some whole person rules.
You gotta make a wisdom save every round at the end of your turn.
Yeah, so you break free at the end of your turn. So, I'm free. As it goes to Robert.
Let's see.
What will that smiley face mean?
I guess I'll hit him with
Oh, did I miss
blast,
this?
which is 2d10 in this case.
Let me get more obvious myself.
What's this one?
That's a reminder for me. That's okay.
Sounds like an inside joke between you and Danielle.
No.
Does 20 hit him?
What?
Eldritch Blast.
Eldritch Blast.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay. An 8 and a 3.
So.
11.
So you just whack him straight aside with it, and then ow, that hurt. They're like bleeding a little bit out of the side, like you got to cut it on the side of the face, and they're bleeding. They look roughed up.
Then moving here.
Okay. Oh, you're gonna pay for that, buddy. Actually, still you. Hold on. Yeah, okay. All right. Will is going to. How are you looking?
I'm fine.
Everything's good.
Very good.
He's gonna look at me. I'm gonna go. He's going to disengage. 15, 20,
I'm gonna smile
25,
at it. I shouldn't have did that.
25. He's actually gonna throw his dagger.
Here, this might help stop the bleeding.
Does a 20 hit? But people have an AC of 20. I have to check. Alright.
I mean, I have an AC of 19 for now.
Right now, I have an ACD.
You take 6 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
Are you up?
Yeah,
Are you are?
yeah.
Okay, so it just hits you in the chest and you sprawl on the ground. Yeah, I'm on aha! I'm free, I'm out.
Well, I'm still up.
Oh,
I'm fine.
okay.
When you said are you out, you meant unconscious.
I said, I heard, are you up?
Oh.
Yeah, I'm up. I'm fine.
There's no dagger in your chest, and honestly, it's not the worst thing you've taken today.
What have you taken today?
I took a fucking sneak attack auto crit to the fucking liver for 33 points of
The
damage.
question is, it's not the worst thing that's happened to your liver.
I was thinking
It's not the worst thing that's happened to my body.
The liver started
It's the worst thing in the last decade that has happened to me.
You mean the worst thing since the last decade? Or whatever that drink is called?
Dash is going to like, pull in the act. Looking at the one with the red banner, who's going to like, hey, go that one over there, and he's going to look at you.
He's charging?
Yeah, he's charging.
All right, I get an opportunity attack as soon as he gets within 10 feet.
Yep.
Ooh, that's a good number. It's above 20.
So yeah, you hit it.
All right, and he is stopped in his place and takes 13 points of damage. It's silver.
Okay.
Silver glaives, the slashing. I know he's barbarian, so. For that.
Wait, does rage cover silver weapons?
I don't know. I'm not know about that. I'm
I
not
mean,
that they
silver
gave
weapons
us-
to me applies to like magic resistance.
I think so, yeah. I'm
Where-
just mentioning.
so I don't think he cares about that.
Well, they do resist physical. I mean,
Yeah, I just want to make sure that I'm talking about this. In case he asks, because I'll also be a vampire. Secret.
I mean, he was wearing a wolf.
silver doesn't help.
Okay. So he's not going to check. Did he lose all his movement?
Yep.
Oh,
Movement
okay.
speed drops to 0.
You have Sentinel and Horror Mastery.
Yep, I've got both.
Nice.
And a polearm. And disengage.
So you're a human one?
Yes.
Going to snarl at you. And then he's going to pull out a javelin. Just get at the right.
Really? That's your solution?
He doesn't seem very heavy to sentient.
How, how long do they have to go without hitting you to lose your rage?
It's if he takes damage or receives damage. And you just receive damage. So.
But you
By
have to
setting
go.
on fire yourself is effective because you're dealing damage and receiving damage.
Can I see the
But you can say,
Just be careful. This spine is really bad right now.
You are on the ground.
Half my movement to get up, and it's a 25-foot cliff.
Yep. You can get up to the same spot as last time, basically.
Okay, get up, and then sword again.
Alright, so roll for the sword.
Ooh, that is a 24.
It's
Okay, so
Thank you.
they take 5 force damage as a phantasmal sword hits the fighter.
across his back. He's like too busy like looking at his. You're like, God damn it, that was on my back. Ow.
My back!
Looking down at you. Stay down there. I'm gonna go take it. You have a clear view of wherever you want to shoot now, except for that. Unless you want to shoot it like that.
Craig has cover.
I'm gonna aim for the cleric. I'm going to miss, probably.
You're still getting used to the recoil. You know, it's too big for you. For Mr. Birdie. Ten feet of movement, but you can't fly.
Alright, sword is, because that's for 2 rounds now.
I think Mr. Birdie is going to. He's just gonna get ready.
All right. So, and it goes on your turn, and as that as things progress, suddenly out of the ground first, a geyser of some strange purple liquid starts like pouring out of us. It is going really high up, like it is reaching the next level. This fountain of some sort of purple liquid. You could smell it. It's wine.
Oh no! Self-control, man!
It is like a solid geyser over here, right in that spot.
Wait, is it covering everyone with a spray?
It's like a sprinkle for now.
A sprinkle.
Well,
How far?
Magic healing one.
it is not.
Far. How far though? This is like very critical.
I mean, 30 feet into the air, so.
But like how far across? The sprinkles, you know.
It's,
It is alcohol.
You're
I mean,
in a
if
fight.
you're getting a drop here and there, just like on your armor. If you're asking if it's like flying into his open mouth, it's not
No,
that
more
good.
of like, is it coating everyone with a layer of alcohol that's flammable?
Yeah, there are maybe a turn or two. It's going, together might be going for a while.
Alright, I'll hold off on my plan then.
Wasn't there all the plus
Let me check here. A lot of things.
I also might want to wait until they're a little more flammable.
And also, let's say, over, right behind the cleric, just a bunch of little legs spread out. Like, a bunch of little legs.
Oh, okay.
And then, on top of the rogue, a little campfire sprouts up. Except it's blue. The rogue is gonna make a next save. He fails actually, so he just like suddenly.
And the line's coming. Oh my god.
He only takes one.
Wait, the campfire's over there. You can just go ahead with your plan then. Yeah. Yeah.
Wait, open flame and alcohol.
Oh boy.
Yep.
So the rogue just like jumps up as like he has been singed by this burning blue campfire.
I'm about to be in that cluster.
All right.
I would recommend moving.
As it goes away.
I'm also not yet there, and you go before I do.
You're about to have an interesting view of the cliff.
The side.
Just, I'm coming. Wall of fire over your head. Never mind.
You can tell like that way, just like just look across. What's it hit your armor?
It's just pouring over the side slightly.
It's getting up there. But, like this is the first 6 seconds, so.
Sure.
And then the lair still clutching her side. Brother, really use some healing. And she is going to shoot her sword and draw her bow. That's going to be. And she's just start. She actually just doubles down. Starts coughing blood on the ground. You think you've really done a murder of her. And she is stopped the turn. She got her. She's like reaching for her bow.
Yeah.
She almost killed Mr. Birdie. Darn it.
All right. Can I go and attack with my?
Go for it.
Against the big guy. That is only a 14, so I'm guessing.
You do not hit.
All right. As soon as that fails, I'm gonna go ahead and yeah, I'm gonna back up slightly.
All right.
And actually, I'm right. How high up is this thing? Or it's
Again, 5 feet. 45 feet.
45 feet. All right. In that case, I'm going to use my move and my dash action to climb up.
Acrobatics.
That's a 26.
And you climb up the cliff.
And I like to try to climb out. So okay, that's 45 up. So that much, and that's where I'm going to end.
Okay. And you can. The geyser, by the way, is like at your level.
That's me.
Banner. You need to deal with these ones one at a time. Come on. And he is going to 10, 15, 20, just right over to you, and just draw a sword and smack you with it.
What in range though?
20? Sorry, get there. Jasper.
This is did he just move away from him?
He's up the cliff, though.
I'm like halfway up a cliff
This is-
right now.
this
I'm
is where I
wobbling.
Unless you had a spear. Or does your spirit weapon get a hex opportunity?
Even if I had a spear,
Or does spirit
Your
weapon?
spirit weapon.
oh, my spirit weapon does not get attacks of opportunity. It's just a bonus action on my turn to like fly it around and hit things.
Alright, does 15 hit you?
Speeds.
Take 13 points of left. As you fall to the ground. Alright, that one. And then
Healing potions.
Let's use something. I don't trust my die. My die's been killing me all night.
You want to use a different one?
My character is good at medicine checks, but hasn't had time to prepare actual medicine.
he's going to make a perception check. Alright. Going to bring the sword down and slash across your body.
That's gonna kill me.
Auto fail 2 deaths.
Is it already gonna auto through that sentence?
Yeah.
Oh, dude. I'm dead. Like, I'm gonna die. Rip her running.
Do it. And then that's 25. And he's just going to stride over and looking at you. Anything else? Liar. Like, oh, no worries, sister. And he's going to, let's see, 5, 10, cast Cure Wounds. There it is. It's a D8, right? Cure Wounds is a D8, right?
Plus spell mod.
Okay.
Spell mod being their casting modifier, not, I guess, wisdom.
You can see her, she stops coughing and like wipes the blood off her mouth. She still looks wrecked, but she's not incapacitated anymore.
Do we supposed to get around the table?
Arwen. Good. That's one success. Robert.
Now or never. It's literally now or never. They're still all grouped up. My life is in your hands, amigo.
Dismounting the horse and doing your medicine check on Carl.
All right. Just passes. Unless you have a negative wisdom modifier.
Positive proficiency bonus, but negative wisdom modifier. Proficiency bonus is greater though.
Okay, so you stabilize. You are no longer making that save. You're still out, but as you just, and the fighters look at you like, "Do you mind?" And you're just like, "Triage."
Stabilize 0 or 1.
0. You were at 0 until someone it just stabilizes you. You're not making death saves. You're not dying, but
You still have your.
Basically, you're at 1 HP in 1 hour from now.
yeah.
And
24
then I'm
hours.
going to look up at the fighter and say, Nox is on my side.
Intimidation check.
You just start bleeding from the eyes.
17?
Fascinating. I didn't realize it gave medical powers. Also, do you fucking mind? Goes to Willer, who is just going to fire! Watch fire!
Get Taco Bell.
He manages to like roll out of the fire, avoiding the rest of the damage, and he's going to.
Is he still on fire?
He is not. Rogues are pretty good at avoiding fire.
And things in general.
Yeah.
I realized what our party
Responsibilities.
needs. A cleric.
Huh?
Our party needs a cleric.
Shush, I'm on my way up.
You folks don't be in here! You're more useless than an attack, Torbjorn.
20,
Hey, back to her, and be done with.
25. He's gonna rush on over and look at you. We're doing this, boss. And he's gonna draw 2 more daggers and look at you. He's gonna go to Fej, who is looking up at you, just like. And then quickly strip away his blood thinner shot. Lay him in the lair! Focus on the others!
Bad choice.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25. 35. He's gonna look down at you. He's going to slam his axe into the ground, just like
I still have 10 feet to go.
throw a javelin at you.
Right.
That's a 5.
That does not hit.
You pull out another. This one is a 22.
It's
You take 10 points of piercing damage. As it just right into your right, it pierces, it gets between the shoulder blades and just sticking like near your shoulder.
I'm a very angry cleric.
Great.
The mighty Craig.
I don't think I can do a somatic component while on the side of a cliff very easily.
Yeah, you can, sure. If you want to. I mean, unless you're doing a tap dance.
Fair. Well, first, sword.
Attack.
Stab the back of the barbarian with a 24.
Yes.
It is medical, and what type of damage?
It's force damage, so it's not physical.
Nice.
So he takes 11 force damage
Alright.
from a not so real sword.
As it just rakes across his back, and he turns kind of surprised that it actually like hurt him. Like, what? Short things like you hurt that much. Look as he looks away from you. You are still.
Okay. So can I move here reasonably?
Sure.
10 up, 5 over.
You're just like, doop, doop.
Well, I'm surrounded.
Yeah.
Spirit Guardians.
You
All right, let's do this.
help me, Craig.
It's a 30-foot radius,
Oh.
ignoring my allies.
That's
And I do have to
within radius.
specify that.
All the enemies are within this.
It's centered on you, right?
Yep.
All right.
Wait.
And I need to see if it affects when it's initially cast or just on their turn.
Brian, I think you made a mistake.
Oh, it's 15-foot radius. Never mind. 15.
Oh.
Sorry.
Oh, phew. You almost killed one of our teammates.
I can specify that it doesn't attack you, and I just did.
Oh,
Okay, so yeah, that circle. All those people are just getting spooked.
Okay, so yeah, when they start their when they enter the area for the first time or start their turn there. So is this them entering for the first time?
Yeah.
Okay. Have them all do wisdom saves.
Oh, God. I got so many characters.
oh boy, wisdom saves.
All right, so let's see. Fetch and lair. Fetch, lair, and fetch fails.
I should roll damage.
Lair, what's your DC?
Automatic. 14.
Passes. And passes.
Okay. 22 for failures, 11 for passes of radiant damage. And their movement speed is all cut in half.
Hold on. Okay, so 11 for everyone else.
Yeah.
What type of damage?
Radiant.
Radiant.
I could designate it to be necrotic, but I assume I would go radiant.
Radiant.
As they're just, oh no! Good letter. Oh man! I expected the big creepy guy to come for me, not lights and rainbows. Oh.
Not a big creepy guy.
Type.
Oh.
Okay,
And you can see, you saw all the effects from that. So.
No fairies.
I'm trying to see how far Mr. Birdie could fly if he were to fly in closer.
Measurements. For a reason like that, and then you can go 8 feet.
Mhm.
So, yeah, you could easily reach wherever you want to go.
I have chill wounds.
That,
Can I reach the people who are unconscious?
Mr. Birdie will have to dash, and you're also going down a bit, so you're covering a lot of distance. So Mr. Birdie can take it. You'll be able to reach if you take your action.
I feel like I won't be able to get there fast enough to justify not shooting. But I'm going to fly around, get a bit closer.
You can go through the fairies. They don't.
Just like, honestly, yeah, that and a little more.
And also you're flying up, so I guess you'd be outside the radius anyway.
But Mr. Birdie only has a couple hit points, so I need to stay fairly close to the ground.
You can go diagonally if you want to keep level.
Would it be easy for them to snipe me from down here, or could I use the ledge as cover?
You could use the ledge as cover, and you couldn't shoot unless you want to shoot. Sure.
Yeah, that's what I'll do. I'll shoot at the halfling because you mentioned shoot the halfling. Does a 13 hit?
Misses. Choo! Once more. You're still getting used to the recoil and your arm's starting to hurt again. That's part of the boom. And then duck behind cover.
I'm missing all the time.
Oh,
no.
It's okay, Ty. You got this.
That was Mr. Birdie. So Lair is just, oh, God damn it!
Wisdom save.
Oh, yeah, already.
They started their turn, innit?
Fail. Yeah, they're down.
Okay, 17 radiant.
They're down. So you see as the ranger's just like, just like they swarm them like, have you seen Hellboy? Hellboy 2?
Yeah.
That, you know, the insects and just like they swarm you. It's like that, but more divine. And she falls to the ground.
A divine
Divine pixies.
infestation.
Harway, you're out. Robert. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. I can't remember.
We have very similar sounding.
I don't know why, I'm sorry.
Alright, so how, let's see, that's, so I'm just trying to count again. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 50, 60, 70. That's not worth it.
Gotta go dash.
60 feet right there. 1, 2, 4, 5. And then I'm gonna climb down fully as my entire turn. I take my
Acrobatics?
dash action.
Acrobatics?
19. When we pull the glaive.
Uh-huh.
And that's my turn because I dashed as a bonus, so.
Blood Banner? Ooh. Blood Banner was in it, so he's gonna use wisdom save. He fails.
Okay, 19 radiant.
Oh no, not Blood Banner. Blood Banner's not in it.
Oh.
Sorry. It's gonna mix up.
Oh, I
I
thought
say-
it was
I
right
say-
next to him.
I vote that we keep that 19 waiting for the next
Waiting.
person.
Nah.
Keep it waiting for Liar.
Is that like a low end?
Actually, no. It maxes out at 24 with my spell slot.
Dang.
He is going to move and step over your body and take a swing at you, Robert. Okay, he's going to, is an 11 hit?
Nope.
Right, he's going to swing again. And that's a 22.
That does.
Need to make a strength save.
Seven.
Fails.
I figured. Robert's
Okay.
not usually strong.
You take 17 points of slashing damage, and you are knocked prone as he does the same maneuver he did to Craig, where he cuts into the inside of your thigh and knocks you with the shield on the ground.
So
Ah! Whoa, 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 whoa.
And
that's 27, I believe.
And then he is going to. Actually, yeah, he's going to action surge and just bring it down on you again.
Robert is suddenly not doing so well.
None of us are.
Very
Suddenly I
sudden.
feel like it might be a good idea.
Wait, it's just 7. Oh, wait, you get 10. You get. Does 17 hit you?
Yes.
One, 12. I'm guessing 12 doesn't hit.
Correct.
So you take 9 more points of slashing damage as they just hit you while you're down. They bring the sword down and they manage to hit you. They graze your ribs and then they try to stab you again. You roll to the side to avoid it. And Liar, and now they take a 19. Wisdom save. They do. So they are both down.
I have finally used.
God, stand by his
Want to know the worst part is? When it's my turn, I can still use my flying sword and my mace. Or sorry,
Wow! Well, you better make these clutch plays quick.
Carwin, you are.
I am trying to.
Robert.
I have no control over this.
Half movement to stand up. And then he's going to give them a command. He's
How
going
many
to,
spells do you have left? Spell slots.
You should only have
one, but this is one that
How do you have 3 spell slots
I've
already?
already used 3 spells.
those were ones that he gets one use per day. That's how he's casting something.
Christian, those still use a spell slot.
No, not once per day spells.
Yeah. For
Not if they're
warlocks.
innate.
for Eldritch Invocations, they still use a spell slot unless they say you can cast it without using the spell slot. In which case, they're not once per day.
Some of them I think are like once per day without a spell
Sure.
slot though.
Like, it's
And
like,
I know that they have a polymorph one
That
says once
uses
per
a
day
spell
without
slot. Which ones were you using?
Pact of the Fiend.
What spells?
The ones that fiends get
Fiend,
for
he
being.
was talking about Fiend expanded spells.
Oh, these?
Yeah.
Yeah, those still use spell slots.
Oh, really? Then, yeah.
And and unlike most classes, they do count against your spells prepared, which is annoying.
Wait, what?
Yeah, it's
But
dumb.
I don't think that's how it worked when I played Retta.
We'll check it out another time, but for now, yeah.
Okay.
Sorry to be that guy.
Oh, he's got all these balls. Ryan, you dick!
Oh,
you. Once I get
The
it.
consolation, those are very effective uses of your spell slots.
Let's see.
Help me, damn it!
Eldritch Blast. Blast.
Or your packed weapon.
Action to disengage. Bonus action to make the chain disappear, and he's going to.
You dick!
He's trying to lure them away.
Wilbur. Wilbur is like, hey, can I? And can I get him? Can I get him? And Wilbur is going to rush you.
Horses are still there.
Yeah. Horses don't care. So,
War horses do.
Wilbur is going to stab you. And does a 20 hit you?
Yes, it does.
You take 5 points of damage. And then stab you with the other dagger. With a nice solid 16.
That hits exactly.
You take 1 more point of piercing damage. It's just more really efficient stabbing. How you looking, Robert?
Not too good.
Alright.
Robert has never been that attractive of a person as far as I can tell.
Sarge rolls a natural 20 on avoiding the thing, so I'll just
Did you say no damage for
I'll take no
those?
damage.
Okay, that's fair.
And he's going
You
to
gotta go both ways.
he is going to grab you and try and throw you off the cliff.
I can test.
Advantage.
18.
That's gonna be 17. What'd you get?
18.
He starts shoving you, and you just barely stop him, like at the edge of your cliff,
Nope.
and your heels like touching open air. Just,
I've already done this once. Don't have time for your bull crap.
Oh crap! That's gonna go. Great. You were just no.
Okay. Magic sword to the back.
All right.
Does a 13 hit him?
Nope.
Did not think so.
Yes, this time he just ducked underneath it, and you also ducked underneath it.
Alright. Warhammer using heavy weapon mastery and channel divinity
Oh, boy.
in tandem to give myself a +5 to hit and a +10 to damage.
Oh boy.
So, does a 14 hit?
Nope.
Ah.
And he just sees it coming, and just like oh boy.
Well, that's unfortunate.
That's
And that is my
open to.
Actually, could I get over?
You can.
Now I have a decision to make. And I'm definitely going to heal you, not the dragon. Although it would be fun for the dragon to breathe fire on all of them. I'm going to use Cure Wounds to bring you back up.
Your wounds is contact. You can do that. Yeah, you can still range. I don't want to move on and stuff.
I reach out like as we're as we're doing a flyby, and I cure wounds. Yeah. That is 5 plus my spell casting modifier. That'd be 6. You're up to 6.
You are conscious. And you awaken to falling in your mouth.
Magic healing wine?
No, it's decent wine.
Damn it.
And it's honestly like, you kind of thirsty after that kind of long Chris. It's not the worst thing to wake up to. Especially after being stabbed.
Although your liver is going to roll up. Trying to fade death. Can I pretend like I'm still dead?
Well, you get to your turn. Actually, sure, why not? Go ahead and roll the deception check. Oh, woe is me, I'm still dead.
18.
Keep note of that. Woe is me. It goes to Lair, who's gotta make a death save. Well, actually, do they still take damage from inside the...
I would say yes.
I would imagine now they stop attacking them once they're down.
Can you order your...
It just says I can specify who I
If you would
can.
consider them an ally.
Oh,
It's your call.
I think
if
it-
you want to spare down, if you want to spare dying enemies, I'll let you.
The spears just
I
start
would
taking them
prefer to spare them.
I'm asking you if you want to call off your dogs. Call off the dogs of war. You cried havoc and let the dogs of war, and they're like, okay, come back, boys, come back, good boy.
Okay, yeah, I'll call off the fairies from
Right.
things that are laying down.
I'm an innocent lawful good, and I still would have said, let him die.
I feel like you're...
But
I did
like,
almost kill you.
but keep in mind, until I knew they were nice dragons, I was prepared to do the same
That's
thing.
a good point.
Alright, so... Okay. And that was Mayor.
It's not my fault if they were misinformed.
That was Mayor Darman.
Oh, right.
It's, by the way, the wine is like getting soaking now. Like, you're all pretty drenched.
It's Lair.
Is the fire igniting it?
Like, it's hitting it.
Alright, got it. So this is the big guy, the burly guy?
Yeah.
Shoot, shoot. And I'm gonna, it's my turn. I'm gonna run and I'm gonna try to shove him with my glaive like this.
Alright.
For the key thing of using my reaction, that as soon as he goes out of the 5 feet, I get an opportunity attack.
Okay. See how it goes. What?
Probably not 13.
No, you got a 15, so you're again deadlock. Roars in your face, you get a little bit of spittle.
And disengage
Blue
and go.
is the geyser.
I'll go there.
So you are ground zero. That was One Banner. It is going to rush you 5, 10, and gonna make an attack against you. That is going to be 24.
Succeed.
You take 10 points of damage,
Really not doing well.
and then he is going to shout, "Wilbur, now!" And Wilbur is going to take his dagger and stab at you as he uses his command strike has been used. And that is going to be a 10.
Ooh.
To hit?
Yeah.
Fail.
Wilbur just like, wait, what? Oh, yeah. God damn it, Wilbur, pay attention! He's looking very pissed, and he is just going to say,
Plan? I thought you said pan.
just gonna, is it bonus action? I'm gonna take a deep breath.
You said least.
Get fired again. Well, that's Bloodbanner, so do that.
Does anyone trust him?
Ah, maybe that's why he's so gloomy, huh? Harwin, you are prone, but And there's that road right for you.
Stabbing your buddy.
He tried. Well, he tried. Stabbing.
Well, almost stabbing your buddy.
That's Dingber.
I'm gonna stand up.
You are. Yeah, you're right next to him. As the road just shadowing. There's something shadow. How's that?
Alright, use the rogue as the weapon, grab my leg and smack him. I am going to attack him.
All right.
23.
Nah, yeah. It's like, oh God, please no! I'm using uncanny dodge.
Well,
Okay. He takes a second. Oh God, please no! And recoils a little bit, and you cut across his arm instead of like across his chest as you intended. It's a nice, big, satisfying cut.
second attack.
All right.
If I was higher level, this would be fucking great. But it's a 20.
Yeah.
It's about a 20.
Yes. It's a yes.
13.
13. Ooh. So again, he's like, wait, no. This time you just slash him across the chest and he falls to the ground. Down. Kind of hits the horse, and the horse just kind of knocks him down.
The horse just sits kicking him. Like really gently. Like,
Anything else?
yeah. We use the remainder of my movement to turn around and
He
fucking
would,
leave.
he would get bloodbender would get attack roll.
Ah, fuck, never mind. Then
You have an action surge.
second wind.
Did you already use it?
No,
Oh,
he hasn't
okay.
used it. I haven't used that this
He's
fight.
used
Action
Oh.
surge. He used it.
Ah,
I used it.
Hey, you might want to use
I
that
didn't use
one.
second wind or action surge.
Oh, okay.
Action
So,
surge. Oh yeah, the enemy did. So he used action surge to regain health. Second wind. Second wind. Whatever.
it just,
7.
you take a deep, you just inhale the smell of wine. Just like,
Enough wine in the wind.
And then action surge. Attack blood banner.
alright.
Is he flanked?
I don't do funky move here.
Right around.
Technically, that's only a thing with wolf barbarians.
He just
And-
holds up his
and-
shield like, oh crap!
You've got it.
Looking around like, oh. You got one more attack.
I do have one more
It's
thing.
attack.
Wait,
He didn't do attack action. Surge.
I know, but I can use my reaction potentially if it's low.
16.
16 misses.
Oh, all right. I can't do it once I know whether it hits or misses.
Alright. Thank you for Carlin. So, again, this time he brings up a shield. He is now focused on you, like, oh, didn't we kill? Didn't I? Fucking you and your bastard. Yeah.
Ignore him
Robert.
completely. Came in and did.
In his mind, Nox, I will let you take over if you can save my allies.
Make a religion check.
Oh, God.
Ooh. And he's proficient, so 21.
Open your mouth.
Opens his mouth and tries to drink any of the wine pouring out.
He opens, it's almost actually like wine, just like.
Wouldn't
he
it take
just-
a while for him to get drunk though?
Just Kirby.
It seems to be,
Seems
you
to be
can tell, but like for Rog, it's like, seems to be unnaturally, it's like moving towards your mouth. It's a weird description, but like, and then happiness, and then. And just screaming.
I like his
You
flesh.
can start screaming the lines if you
Can
want.
I see this?
Yeah, you see it.
Gotcha, bitch.
1,000 souls is not enough.
As you can go ahead and attack if you want.
Takes out his spear and goes to stab him.
Go ahead and make an attack.
Well, damn. And let's see. So, 26.
Yes.
Finally!
6 + 4, that's 10 damage.
What is that? Oh! You just like run it through his rib. You stab him like you skirt the rib cage, but you still open him up and toss that's bleeding. looking very nasty. Anything else you can do? You can inhumanly search.
Yeah.
Yeah. Little bear. He actually watches like Bloodbender steps backward. He accidentally steps like with the heel of a solid metal boot on Wilbur's like neck. Oh! It's like, what? Oops.
Not even half of what can save for.
Wilbur is still twitching, but. And Fej. Another save. Natural one again.
Does that mean double damage? I know it was
14.
crits.
Oh, sure.
That's a complete failure.
So they just like completely. So like now that they're free to now that they're not sicking their. So they were like attacking the two wood elves. They're like, oh well, let's all getting up on Fej now, and they just like swarm. They're just. In his rage, he's still up, and he's going to grab you again, and just. He's still up.
I rolled a contest.
Come on.
14.
22.
Huh?
22. So he's gonna throw you off.
No.
All right, so you fly.
How
off.
long does it take for him to fall? The only reason I
It's 25 feet. That's pretty instant.
25.
Even with slow fall, I would hit the ground.
You take 6 points of falling damage.
All right, con save. I think I passed that. But now they have cover from my fairies.
but not yourself.
Oh, they like just follow you.
Yeah. If they have total cover for me, the fairies can't hit them.
Okay, so the fairies just like follow you down. He's like,
And also 25 feet, 15-foot aura.
so the fairies down below.
Are you hurt? You seem like you're hurt.
They're not actual fairies. It's
I
just
know.
projections.
But the projections don't mouthing. You okay, bud? You look a little flat there, son.
Fairies just look around. And so yeah, Craig, you felt like you've been here before.
4 sword. He deserves it. 10. That's not gonna happen.
As he just like brings up his axe and pokes it.
I'm getting a screw the cliff at this point. I'm gonna walk over.
There's a dragon next to you.
Yeah, he's. I won't have fairies attack.
Hi, Mr. Bird.
Um,
You can see Bloodline that's around here. You just saw Robert go crazy again. His eyes are red. He's screaming. He's screaming demonic nonsense.
I'm gonna back up to where the dragon is, and I'm gonna be like, oh, this is such a bad idea. Cure wounds.
All right. All good. Cure wounds.
And,
Cure wounds roll.
oh yeah. That is 3 hit points.
Perfectly placed, though. No, not the dragon. Anything for the dragon.
As he just flutter and then his eyes open and he's, where am I?
And I'm going to whisper, play dead, and then strike fast because you only have 3, and you only are a little bit better. Me and my friends are trying to help you, but those other people, they're trying to kill us. Some of them we got down, but
You can make a persuasion roll. Not from like not murder you guys, but from stay boy.
5. Wait, no, I have 8.
He looks retired to argue with you. He's just gonna like press his head against the ground.
And then Mr. Birdie is going to fly us. Is there anyone here that has projectile weapons?
I do.
Most of them are unconscious.
There's the one barbarian who had the javelin or still has it.
Yeah, but the other, you can easily fly out of range javelins.
Okay, then I'm going to fly out of range.
You want
AC 130 above.
Mr. Birdie, fly as high as you can go.
I'm not quite as
Well,
high
yeah.
as you can go.
Yeah, well, you know. Mr. Birdie, you're not a dragon, who is just take a moment to just like recover. There. Darman,
All right.
you are covered in wine.
Lovely. Seeing as the barbarian's still there, I'm going to move there.
Okay.
And then I'm just going to try and push him again.
All right.
Come on!
Pushing the barbarian, man.
Okay. I've got a 26.
21.
So now,
Oh, and you're going to
Because-
re-enter the fairies too?
now also, I have a
Be
quick
right
question.
next to it.
Since I'm pushing him off of a cliff, he's moving more than 5. He's moving.
Yes,
So
go
do I
ahead.
get opportunity?
This is triggering so
Two.
many things.
This is
Trigger.
my reaction. That is a 16. So I thought.
It's
Oh, it does. Oh,
beats.
Okay. That is 14 damage
He,
as a bonus action.
so you like shove, spike him.
Or you
down.
just spike him to shove
I
him.
think spike as in he smash throws like spike him as he goes down. And he seems to be unconscious, but then no, I'm still alive. I'm too angry. And then he looks down. Oh shit! As he hits the ground dead, and he starts failing death saves. So you want a second with the fairies?
I am so tempted to, but no.
You hear a second and crunch as he hits the ground. Like the fairies do not second, but you see him.
I thumbs up you. You deserved it.
That was Norman, one banner, looking around like anyone still up? Looking at,
Your eyes are
and
dropping.
he's gonna throw his sword to the ground and just raise his hands. I surrender. Okay, hold on. Arwen.
Ooh, that's right now. We have. You're lucky I'm a nice guy. What?
Is
I look over. Robert. Who's fucking? I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna walk away.
Where do you wanna go? You wanna go to some wine? The guys are right there.
I'm just gonna walk out.
And it's like a shower for you. The best kind of shower. Robert.
Knox does not take prisoners.
Almost servants, I guess.
10?
Oh,
Wait, no, it would be 13.
Then this is he just like holds it. Oh no! Please no!
Going for the throat, but apparently missing.
Yeah. Robert.
Well, I mean, your depth perception is a little off. He's turned upside down.
Yeah. And if you look at my character sheet, you'll know why Robert resorted to such.
You can see someone has surrendered. You can make out someone surrendered, but they're still being sick by Robert. But everything seems to have mostly calmed down. There are still
Demon.
bodies lying around.
That matters.
I'm not sure whether I should try to intervene on the Robert killing this guy, but I'm just gonna heal Mr. Birdie.
Okay, so mending
D4 or D4 plus the casting modifier.
D4 plus modifier and
4 more hit points, and now you have 6 hit points. Yay, Mr. Birdie.
He shall fly on.
okay. Not the dragon is going to. I need to hold monster manual. Hold on. This.
Do we have anything we can take him out? I'm ready to knock it out. I think I have a beat it. I'll knock it out.
Oh, just fine.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know about that guy over there.
So like suddenly I think with remarkable speed for how many times he got shot, he stands up, starts flying and grabs Bloodbender and starts flying in the sky at Robert. Attack of opportunity.
That would be 15.
I'm pretty sure that doesn't.
Please don't.
Nope. So you just miss. You just stab angrily, but he grabs Bloodbender and flies into the sky, and you can see, and then. Somewhere in the distance of your rudder. Have you seen?
Oh, there's a hangar over there.
Or then you've seen Return of the King, like second minister. No, it's cool.
That's
So
didn't realize that.
that means that one. All right.
Really already?
Yeah.
See what else is doing?
So I'm gonna put the dragon. Okay. What about are gone.
Well, if I notice that he's demon face, I'm gonna rush him.
Yeah, you can hear him screaming and stuff.
I'm going to rush him using bonus action to dash, and then I'm gonna grab him. I'm just gonna take his head. I'm just gonna slam his head into the ground with the intent of knocking him out.
Right.
Okay, grapple.
Oh, grapple check.
Well, because I have to grab you and
Yeah,
right.
slam your head to the ground.
That would be 16.
17. So
You got him to grapple. You need one more to. Sure.
trying to gunk his head against the ground. And knock him out.
You got you need one more. You have enough right now?
No.
All right. So you've got him to grapple right now, but.
Come on, fella. It's night time.
Banner is staying somewhere.
He's a blood banner now.
All right. Just
Well,
Sleep!
now the toothy grin that I had as Bloodbender dropped off of his
it was the sweetest sound you've heard in a while.
Serves that bitch right. Right. I'm gonna meander my way over to Robert.
But you can see them grappling with each other, and he's still screaming like a rage.
How far away am I from him?
Robert?
Yeah.
You are within range. You want to hit him? There is a little halfling bleeding profusely right next to you.
I'm gonna whip Robert.
Okay. Go for it.
Got him in front of you.
You get advantage since he's being grabbed.
Okay, get damage. I'm go for that crit.
Oh, okay. I got a 21.
That hits.
Whip damage.
Yay, whip damage.
Not only blade. Of course.
So,
Knocks him out.
oh, you did?
Yeah.
All right, so you just, and Robert,
He was at 2 HP when he asked.
Oh
if
god, I'm
not
so
for
glad I
help.
didn't attack you.
you
with
are
anything.
unconscious. You are making death saves, though.
Okay.
All right, so Robert.
I thought he did it on lethal.
Oh,
Yeah, I didn't know.
oh, sorry. Then yeah, you're fine.
I mean, I have a nice little thing of
All right.
felt down the tip of my whip.
Let me
Just give me more damage, but
All right. For the sake of brevity, I'm just going to be
It makes a difference. Once I realize we're no longer fighting, I'll start running around casting the Spirit of the Dying. But that also requires touch, and I don't know how long most of them have been out. Actually, I do know how
just
long.
landed. It's probably.
Or you could just pretend they're all dead and let the deadly nature take them out.
Or him.
You start looking at the bodies, gathering information. You can tell the halfling and the half-orc are still alive. They have stabilized themselves. Somehow the halfling went from a natural 1 to 3 successes. But you got it. But there are 2 of them are alive. So what are the rest of you doing? The dragon is going to appear sometime later.
I'm peeling up Mr. Birdie in the meantime.
You're just like, it's kind of like an hour girl, like carefully like bending the seam where you broke, pulling out some of the vines from where you got tangled. Mr. Birdie just gonna stare at you as you do that.
Thank you, Mr. Birdie. You did so good.
Seeing the cleric do that, I'll probably try to help stabilize those two.
They are stabilized.
Stabilized.
Faster guess.
Alright, then I'm gonna tie them up. I'm using some of my rope.
Alright, so you're
I'm
gonna tie
gonna start tying people up.
Are you gonna tie them together?
No,
Okay.
separate.
Okay, so
But equal.
these 2 are good. These 2 are these 2 elves you guys are dead. You're pretty sure blood banner is a snake somewhere.
Okay, so the elves and bloodbender.
Whoa.
After this, I'm gonna loot them.
Yay!
And
I'm going to spend at least 2 minutes in prayer so I can get prayer of healing
Yeah,
and start healing.
And based on the cleric seems interesting. He's not. Not sure what, but
you use the mace?
I can identify it. I'm gonna identify it.
okay. I'm gonna get it soon.
Probably should have. How are we
There you
going?
go. I mean, I can't read my
I think
handwriting.
we've bought ourselves at least
Mace of Smiting. When you hit a fiend / undead with this magic weapon, the creature takes an extra 2d6 radiant damage. If the target has less than 25 hit points after taking this damage, it must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or be destroyed. The creature becomes frightened of you until the end of your next turn on a success.
Does anyone here use maces? I think that's a no-brainer then. I think we should go ahead. I'm not going to use that. I've got blade.
Seems perfect for you. I think you already use a mace.
I use a warhammer, but I could use a mace.
Good thing none of us are fiend.
You also find a prayer book,
Prayer book.
holy symbol.
You're not consistently.
He tosses you a prayer book. You open it. You recognize these are like funeral rites to Sinead, the god of death.
Might as well read those for the ones that have died.
All right, go ahead. You start the funeral rites. You get 2 holy symbols, also to Sinead. Incense
Is
sticks.
there another shield?
There is.
I leave the holy symbols and the prayer book with the cleric.
Okay.
I'm not going to use another deities.
There's also 5 incense sticks. It's just a cleric.
Okay. I'll light a few.
Alright.
Feels like, what does the cleric's shield look like?
It is just a round metallic shield with a boss in the center. It is black with silver chasing, like, maybe just drop. That with black, and then silver on the lines. The boss. Wonderful. Silver highlight too.
Just need to get my crust on this.
You got shield.
I want to paint it before
And yep, that's on him. And then you search the ranger, you find a flute. Hunting trap,
I'll take a hunting trap. I've already done a few. Perfect.
a longbow with 30 bullets. Actually, by this point, it's like 27 arrows.
Anyone bow?
I'm using my boomstick. In fact, I don't even know if I. Is it a simple longbow?
Marshall, definitely. But you are definitely proficient in book stuff.
Oh, super fun. I guess I'll just take that. Just becoming a walking armor.
You have a backpack, find a backpack, a bedroll, that's it, in your box.
What's the range of my
Longbow. Max is 600 feet. Crazy.
I thought it was only 300, which is amazing.
Yeah, you're a bit heavy, right? You're feeling a bit weighted down right now.
Actually,
The longbow.
We don't need a new shirt.
Longbow is 150, 600. And it is heavy two-handed. Be care about that. And I think that's all on that one.
Okay, I'm gonna cast Prayer of Healing on us for.
not too bad.
Alright.
I
Well,
actually-
horrible.
Yeah.
You can take it.
It's kind of funny because
We
for
all
someone who
did
came
six.
very, very close to dying, I actually didn't take any hit point damage.
Which for?
All of us except the mechanical ones.
Yeah.
So,
How many points?
6.
so Robert, you're conscious.
Sorry.
You have a hell of a head.
Sorry, not 6, 9. I forgot I had my spellcasting mod.
Cool. I'm missing 1 hit point.
I'm missing 31
Yeah.
because I fell off a cliff
Somehow I
twice.
walked away with this fight with
You
minor
type,
story.
it's just warm and fuzzy.
After being stabbed in the liver.
It was all over.
And you're just watching them loot bodies, tube and sense things. It smells.
And I will help you mint Mr.
Live.
Birdie.
And then he comes over and
All
starts
right.
helping you with
I'll
his
start, I guess, burning the
bird.
body.
You go over to Mr. Birdie and he turns and screeches at you.
It's okay, he's trying to help.
His position is you help then Mr. Birdie. And then about a minute later, Brass Guard returns and comes to a stop next to you. Still looks wrecked, but he looks in a better mood. Thank you.
Would you mind? I'm just gonna gesture the bodies that we've given the rights to all. I'll make it look like you did it.
He's going to and then burst his bones.
Thank you. All right.
Smell
Now,
burning flesh on the air.
these two. Delicious.
Want me to kill them too?
I
No.
don't care.
I left the other ones scattered across the rocks.
So
I don't care what you do with them.
we might want to ask a few questions.
Hello! Yes.
No one can tell that you're alive.
Hello, yes, sir.
He's going to get the most like childish look you've seen in a long time. Of, and smile.
We do have an issue now.
These two, I say these two bodies don't leave the side of this mountain.
And I say we at least give them the chance to redeem themselves.
From what? They were hired to do the job.
So were we.
Yeah, but
Except I went in my right mind and actually done it. Can you repair this hole in my body? It really hurts.
there's no eyes that'll point fingers at us.
I'll spend another minute praying to learn Cure Wounds.
I have only one spell slot left, so I could cure wounds you one at a time if it helps.
When are we getting the
I'll take
They're right by
care
the
of it.
way. The fire is still going. The geyser has finally stopped.
Wait,
But the area is now like just puddles of water.
would this be cured by magical?
And on me.
The scarring on the back.
You heal 8.
No.
Then I heal 11.
Nope. Magical.
No, that's scars. That is scar ring.
Okay.
You, by the way, like you back yourself up, but there is now like a nice gash along the ribcage.
Yay, there's, well, no, the whole patched up. I'll take the scar.
It's a C-section.
Yes, I had a C-section.
For all the booze in his system.
His
I,
liver is just sitting on the ground going,
I imagine the wine geyser is just the result of like what poured out of his liver. Mixing with one of the magic beans. And it's like, why?
Oh my gosh, I just realized that someone actually has had a C-section in one of my campaigns.
Oh
It's such
yeah.
a crazy moment.
It's honestly like one of the better outcomes I expected for that scenario. And by the way, like the fire is still burning. It's still blue, still burning, and there's a bunch of eggs just hanging out on the ground.
I'm gonna walk over to the eggs and can I use Identify to figure out what they are?
No, but you can like nature or something.
Okay.
Arcana.
21.
Those eggs, they're magical eggs from what you can tell. They were probably You either, if you eat them and you've got a strong enough stomach, they will make you stronger. If not, I hope you have a stomach of steel.
What if I hatch them?
What if you don't have a stomach?
They are unfertilized eggs.
Wait, your stomach is steel.
Yeah, he doesn't have a stomach, period.
Oh wait, that's a good point.
But that means he can't do it even if he passes the con save.
What are those like?
I don't.
They're healing eggs, but apparently they might make you sick.
I've had worse.
God
Do you
damn
need
it.
one?
Are we? How many are there?
There are, actually, a roll. Why don't you roll d4 for me?
Oh. 4.
There are 7 eggs.
A little bit peckish, I suppose. Are they? Should I cook them first?
They
What are they
seem
like?
kind of hard, honestly. They're hard boiled. Kill them?
Yep.
Alright. Good one. Make a constitution save.
You're just eating hard-boiled eggs off the ground.
That is a 24.
Alright. What's your lowest ability score?
Charisma, Wisdom, and Intelligence, all at 13.
Okay, let's. Which one do you want?
No preference.
Alright, then, 1 sec. Alright, then, what was it again?
Intelligence, Wisdom, Charisma.
Your wisdom goes up by 1.
Oh, wow.
You feel, oh, more sensible.
That was a really good egg.
Felt good. There's still some left.
I wouldn't mind eating more. I feel like, let's see what happens first, right?
They were really good. Like they're very plain and bland.
That's okay. I've had worse. You guys want some eggs?
Not particularly.
No.
I don't have a stomach.
I like to roll Arcana on the fire.
Okay.
Let's see how long that lasts.
13.
Doesn't seem to be particularly unusual apart from the fact that it's blue. And that it's gonna last a while either.
So probably don't touch it.
Yeah.
You want to hold on to this type? We won't need it.
I don't have a stomach. I can't eat them.
Any of you want eggs? Not bad. A little tough.
You gather type that you might just like, when you could tell like magical effect, maybe you just like
Oh,
put it in your mouth.
Some eggs.
It might work. You're not sure.
It's
It's like chewing gum or something.
I'll try it.
careful, kid. There's a weird tape. Go ahead.
Robert is
Constitution
going to
save.
ask.
And it is the weirdest thing. Like, I don't know.
So,
All right.
five.
19.
Robert is going to cast False Life beforehand, which is one of the things he can cast as much as he wants.
All right. So, take some. Go ahead and give those 10 hit points.
Wait, I got more than a 19 because I have proficiency in Constitution save, so I'm actually 22.
Okay, what's your lowest stat then?
My lowest stat, either Wisdom or Charisma.
Really?
Wait, no, it's Strength.
Okay,
Of course
strength
it's
goes up by 1. You feel, haha, earlier.
And then
It's all-
Robert is going to eat the.
Okay. You cast False Life from yourself? Okay, so Constitution save.
That would be 14.
All right.
Is an 8 still a -2 or is it now
Eight
-1?
minus 1.
Yep, minus 2. Minus 1. Yeah.
So I'm only -1 to Strength. I feel stronger.
I feel much wiser. I gained some wisdom from that, like actually gaining something.
It was funny because I didn't even consider Strength when I was looking at my lowest stat. It's so low that I'm just like, if I'm using Strength for anything, I'm screwed.
All right, so Robert, you're just like. As for you take 33 points of force damage.
Launches again.
Yeah. So you just hear out. So what's your? I'm thinking that's maybe table.
Yep.
Oh boy! Oh boy!
my god.
It was worth the risk,
Right.
but it wasn't the
Let's
payoff.
find out. Alright. So your ribs are broken.
Hey,
You actually feel like in your stomach, like the internal force is so bad, like your ribs. And you watch as like you see Robert's stomach like, and I guess it explodes, but like, and Robert just keels over.
Run over cure wounds.
I'm going
Now that I-
for another egg.
Okay. You quickly heal 6.
And by the way, Tyke, you just like, bleh.
I chew it, and then there's nowhere for it to go because I can't swallow.
Yeah.
And I spit it out.
There's still an aftertaste. Like, you think there's still some in like your mouth?
And you're not teeth.
I would not recommend those eggs.
Three to one of them.
Here, I'll
You
try
did
one.
turn into a demon.
You're gonna try one?
Yep.
There.
You saved our lives.
Well, the healer's taking a
15.
You take 32 points of force damage as
How many?
32.
Okay, I'm down.
I'm gonna cure wounds you with my
All
last.
right, check his name.
Oh,
That's gonna leave a mark. You are scarred. Minor. You have a minor scar as actually a little, like an actual little blood
Just
spot comes out. Actually, it's like scar. Like you ever get like internal bruising or something like a scar, so like you're gonna have like red marks when you like shower.
I mean, that's what my blood disease does, so.
Yeah, I'm not going.
I'm going to-
I now have 6 hit points.
Got 4 left. Are we doing this?
No.
Really sorry.
Well, when you die,
Wait, if I hang on.
you know what? Eat them. Eat them all.
All
Okay, well, 4 of them have already been eaten, so there's only 3
No,
left.
No, not 4. Oh, yeah. Yeah, 4 of them. Yeah. So.
Eat them. Eat them all.
Gain
All
all
the way
power.
out. I'm being facetious, but
I know,
that's a 2, so.
I thought your wisdom went up.
Yeah, you're way doing that, so.
I know, that's okay.
Probably not the best idea, at least all at once. Together.
4 is a lot to carry. Catch it now.
No, there's only
Alright.
3 left. Okay, now 2 left.
Unnatural 20.
Alright, so what's your next bonus?
Charisma with intelligence.
So, charisma goes up by 1.
All right.
You look handsomer.
Yeah.
Suddenly,
You suddenly find all much more battle just tanking those eggs.
We're all very impressed with you.
Oh, hey, looks like some of your wrinkles on my old man.
damn it, I was collecting those.
How old are you? Character.
52.
Well, you look like a nice, but you look like you're 40 and you're wearing it well.
I think we should save these.
The remaining 2 eggs.
We have 3.
You ate 1.
Yeah.
Okay,
Wait,
this is your second one you've
Yes.
eaten. Christian's eaten 1, Danielle's eaten 1, I've eaten 1.
And I
That's
refused
5.
to eat one after your ribs exploded and
I got
the
a
fucking
blister.
earth guy fucking bled.
Sure. I know what we could do with these.
nope, nope, that's an evil thought.
When dirt bleeds, that's when you know you're going
We
to
have 2 eggs
fire.
left.
And
Hey, Chris, does that make me
And
a
you still have a
blood?
bag of beans fighting stuff.
Don't use such foul language.
I mean, you could use that for interrogation.
No, that's not right. At all. I'll hold on to these for now.
2 extra eggs.
I'm gonna put Kinder Egg.
There's a ban in the US.
How unfortunate would it be if your character's lowest stat was Constitution? It's like, I want to eat one of these eggs, but I need a higher Constitution to pass the save.
I need to roll 1 in 20.
Okay, so you guys just like having eggs, having a nice time. There's some blood and bodies in the wine bottles. And then you hear, huh?
Yeah.
You still have the 2 guys with unconscious. What are you doing with them?
Nothing real, I suppose. They're still unconscious, they're tied up. Gagged. Maybe we should move inside.
We're going to let them live. I mean, probably not head back to town.
You should probably let them know that the dragons are friendly as well.
I have something we could use to make it so no one would believe them.
We could let the gold dragon drop off a cliff.
The prisoners, that's.
And it will help them relax.
What?
Something that would help them relax and make them a little less
I don't know what you're talking about.
The problem is, the average person probably would put the king and knight in his current state.
The king probably thinks that we're up to something even. Like, even if we weren't up to something, he would still.
We need to contact the spy master and make sure it's the spy master and isn't accepted by anyone else.
I can do that. Just let me know exactly what you want me to tell him. And I'm going to spend 3 minutes praying
All right.
while you come up with a message to tell me.
And you sit down in the blood and wine, and some of it is yours. You hear, and Aurelius, next to you guys, and he says, "The master wishes to speak with you." You're gonna up Mr. Virginius. Right. He turns to you three and kneels. He seems to be gesturing for you to hop on.
Robert is going to clench his chest while moving towards him.
Did you get magical healing?
Oh, right.
Yes.
So to wake up.
Yep.
Yeah, and that cures your broken ribs.
Okay.
You can still be holding him tremendously, like, oh, please stay.
It's not here, your scarring.
Please stay together, Visceral.
Yeah.
They still don't feel good.
No.
I have an aversion to flying, if you don't mind. I'll catch up after my prayer.
Yeah.
Okay.
These two are tied up in this snug. Is it snug?
It's not here.
Bravo.
It's rough.
Okay. Yeah, they're tied up. They'll drop and escape. I already said I was gonna hop off.
Okay, so you three hop on and you get there first with Mr. Birdie. That's arrival. Okay, then you guys come later and then okay.
I will.
Oh yeah, you can do that. Sure, right.
Very cool.
Yes. And there the kid messes with him. Oh, thank you very much for saving my nipple.
Are you ready to leave?
Oh, when I tell him his name, so Kate Stone, I'm just gonna get in the press card and tell him to go at this pace, and then I can just right there and bring all my stuff with it. And we'll be ready to go with 5 minutes a day, I think, although I want to be the last press card to look messed up.
Nothing. This is nothing.
That way, in case another group shows up. It's ready.
Oh, you showed me that. They're gonna be show moves everywhere. Oh, I want to thank you. Come on here, please.
Old man walk.
Yeah.
Old man dragon walk as he goes right into his cave.
I'll pull out my cane. Just, doesn't seem as needed anymore.
Yeah, I never know.
You actually need another thing.
I mean, it's still familiar to you. It's not that game. You follow him and he leads you to his board where it looks a bit more messed up, like he's been shuffling through it.
I was shuffling through my board like I guess when I found this, and I thought maybe I can help you with this gratitude for saving my apprentice. People saving press card.
And he's going to carefully with this, like his teeth, pull out a sword. Looks like a long sword that's blood red, like in some sort of material. Like you can't tell what it is, but like again, long sword, blood red from the hilt up, and black hilt. I'm going to gently put it on the ground in front of you guys.
What is it?
Oh, well, it sounds like a very, very short sword.
Better rough it. That's what I'm saying. All yours. Thank you for this gracious gift.
You can get the sword.
And I'm like, oh, that's really cool. Can I identify it?
Yes.
I'm gonna identify it. Ooh, marble sword.
That one was a bit more rushed. And
Oh, how did the bag do for you?
I'm gonna hand him the bag. There was a spout of wine, and there was fire, and there were these eggs, and I ate one of them, and I feel stronger now.
I thought you didn't have a stomach.
Well, I didn't actually, it didn't go into my stomach, I chewed it and
It has to
spit
be
it
a
out.
20, right?
Natural. It
It has to be a 20.
20 on the dice roll.
Okay, so okay.
Your champion is not making that thing anymore.
Oh, so I still get crits with it. I'll
You
still
get
crits with
Madden
it.
though.
Yeah.
Well, it has longsword properties, right?
Yes, for long throw stats. Cool. Plus, also, it has something.
And it's a magical one.
Yeah, so,
Damn.
yeah. Okay.
Oh, yes, what was it? Bag of tricks that way. A bag of beans. I only used one once. In the runs. Hey, you can keep it as thanks.
Oh, thank you.
How does that come? I don't want it.
It's like you're looking at me. I'm guessing you stopped the code on.
I still have the coat, and in fact, I didn't take any damage, so I'm fine. I'm like, they hit Mr. Birdie a bit, but I fixed him up.
I didn't get running over you, so. But I want to thank you very much for all the help you've done. And good luck in your future efforts.
So you're the
Anything
dragon.
else you need from me?
We're glad to help.
Oh,
Unless you happen to have some sort of like mind shielding ring.
I can look, but I doubt it.
Yeah.
Not having a mind shielding vest, not having a mind shielding ring certainly saved us.
Yeah.
Bag of tricks.
I don't want to have to deal with those.
I mean,
Or
you
bag
could
of
take
beans.
it off.
I'm not already.
I wrote it down, 5 beans.
Oh, speaking of which, would you like to try on the ring?
No,
Alright.
It's a weird ring.
I have a ring. In fact, I have two.
Wait,
I don't need a third.
Alright.
I have 2 as well, but I don't wear them.
Brass guard is going to take the stone and just go out and fly off. More into the sunset. Or sunrise time. It's still morning actually, so.
Well,
Do you have that
Yeah.
message figured out?
first of all, do you know where we're getting at? Not the message. We're getting today, tomorrow, end of the week.
I said 5 days.
And they're in contact with the Hawks. That means we have to head down to town for that to happen. We're gonna keep trying this.
what's our explanation going to be to the king us to keep leaving when he knew that?
We aren't going to the fucking king.
He sent people to watch us.
We're gonna knock that crazy son of a bitch. Either of them, if he wants me, can send a spy master. Or what's his name? Like,
I wonder if he would accept.
overly large pectorals or something.
We do need to get in touch with the spy master and inform him of the current situation.
Very well. I'll tell him we encountered the other dragon slaying team.
Maybe neglect the fact that we dealt some killing. Just in case. In case his mind is being observed. More so.
You should have a ring mind shielding.
Yes,
Anyways.
so should the king.
Fair point. Very well. And I'm gonna cast Sending to inform the spy master the following phrase. Encountered the other dragon slaying team. Kept them away for now. Dragons leaving sooner. I think that's only 15.
Alright.
And my limit's 25.
And he can send a message back.
They may respond within with 25 words. As long as he's not in a different dimension, then there's only a 5%, well, a 95% chance that he can.
Only 95%.
How did you say so?
Wait a little bit. What are you guys doing? Witherwing, just like going through his stuff.
We'll head back to the other guys we left on the mountaintop and start dragging them
Alright.
towards the top.
Might as well try to help despite Robert not being that strong.
Yeah, moral support.
I'm gonna stay nearby, like just in case anything happens. I'm gonna stay nearby. I mean, unless he's trying to hint that he wants me to leave.
No, he's gonna start making small talk.
Oh, so tell me what how's that coat been serving you?
It's very nice.
Oh, and it was so nice.
I'm just enjoying the fact that I'm not dead.
All right. You want to tune?
I'm not dead.
What?
I love
You want to start tuning? Or take a long sword? Okay, you started tuning to it. There's a heck of a power on that weapon.
I'm there.
Oh yeah, you want to something. And there you get something along the lines of can dispose of bodies if necessary.
Do you have enough spell slots to say 2 survivors?
No. Well, I do, but that's a third level spell slot, and I've already used 2. I'd prefer to keep it.
Maybe he could erase their memories. He did say that he had like
Things for that.
things for that.
But they're dead if they got recognized. King's probably gonna have their heads for failing.
We should probably talk to them first.
Should. At least one. When I take the ring sounds, I'm gonna put it on the half one.
Alright.
The fake ring is not.
I thought it
And
was
then we can take
invisibility.
the other ring, which is the invisibly plus, and put it on his other finger. Now, one question, does that cover the ring of silence?
It does, but again,
Also erased in his
It's
clothes.
not gone, but it's,
he doesn't have like.
he's butt naked up with the one ring on.
Yeah.
Alright,
Oh, I got you.
can pick him up.
Alright.
Get the other one.
I'll try.
We're
Let
going
me.
to try and pull the other one.
Let
And
me
take a little
do
bit of
it.
the blood that's just on the ground, just kind of paint it on the half one's neck slightly.
Alright, fine.
Do that. Turn towards you. Type turn. So what are you doing it there? And they're like, "Oh, here!" Tail. He reaches his tail around to like touch your eyes. Like, oh,
They have parts that I don't have.
oh,
Like a stomach.
Ask your mother. You have a mother.
Yeah. My mom is Tess, and she's a gnome, and she
Oh.
is a wizard and a monk, and she's really cool. She makes magic items. She's an inventor, and I'm going to talk all about like my brothers and the adventures that we went on.
And also, I know.
he seems positively like delighted. Like, oh, it's like 10 grandkids, more grandkids. So you haul them up.
Yep, just in somewhere where they can't be seen like from outside.
You haul them in the cave, which again.
Done.
You just set them
You make
aside.
sure the knots are really well timed.
Yep.
Mind if I borrow my chain that you hijacked?
Action to make it appear.
And the chain as well, just around the orc.
And Robert is going to disconnect to it, magically speaking, so it's no longer his pack blade.
Okay.
Oh,
Why not?
So it doesn't teleport back to him.
Oh, I forgot about that.
you got something else.
If it's not in his possession for more than a minute, it teleports back to him.
I thought you could turn it on.
I have my spirit.
It also does so if you're unconscious. Well, it disappears if you're unconscious.
It's been with you for a while. Do that. You know how to use a longbow.
I could learn. Sort of. Wait. Never mind, I don't think it would work.
Shame. All right, let's wait till
When you're ready now.
Probably not the half orc.
All right, I'll wake up that one.
You
I said not.
He is mute right now and naked. Just gonna leave him. You're probably wondering what's going on. Now, before I ungag you. That's right. That's right. Before I ungag you, are you going to be a good one? I only ask because otherwise I'll throw your body off the cliff.
Make an intimidation check.
I have scars on my back. Does this help at all?
Unless if you want to take your shirt off.
I will.
Take the
Now
shirt
I have
off.
more charisma. So we
Okay, Armstrong, chill.
So now you have advantage on this intimidation check. You will have disadvantage on persuasion. So.
That's fine. That's what putting the shirt back on is for. That's why I should use the ring.
Just like instant scarring and nudity,
Unnatural touch.
which is mentally scarring.
Alright. I'm gonna kind of put a loose tunic on just because it's been a while since I've been on my armor fully.
It was cold.
Yeah. Okay. First I'm gonna pull off the hiding items ring. I'm just gonna get that ring. I'm also gonna take out my dagger of warning and just disclose. Just
Deception check.
it's not deception.
It sounds like deception.
Well, okay, yeah,
It screams, not glows.
it screams.
Oh, intimidation.
It's not very good. It's only a 9, but pull off the silence ring.
What the fuck was that?
Magic items.
Oh,
Very weird.
What fucking magic items are those?
That was a warning. Oh, yeah. Right now, you're as exposed as if you're naked.
Flex my leg or something? Yeah, no.
I'm gonna take the dagger and I'm gonna slowly trace it along his arm slightly. Just gently, not enough to draw blood, I'm just like. So,
the kinkiest thing I've
you're hired by the king, right?
Yeah. A lot of gold to do this.
What's your life like, pal? Any connection to those others in the party?
I mean, one better good commander might not with his head.
How long you been rolling with them?
A couple months.
Yeah.
How's he doing? He's dead, isn't he? I don't know.
I think the
I'm at a
best
point now.
term is tomato paste.
Oh, he's going to go over the side of the cliff. Is that wine down there?
Things
What's
got
that fire?
weird. Magic items.
So, what happens now?
I mean, can you tell me?
I'm asking you.
I mean, can I say no?
What happens if you say no?
Hopefully you'll consent.
And
I consent.
are you gonna go off gallivanting back to your home? Gallivanting back into the city?
I mean, I'm
Start a
probably,
new life as a
I
hermit
mean-
in the mountains?
I don't know about that. I mean, the king kind of grumpy guy. Seemed kind of grumpy. He doesn't seem like the, oh, you failed me, that's okay, everyone fails once in a life kind of type. So I just, you know,
He's been acting strange lately,
oh no, fucking shit.
and we think he might be under the influence of.
Keep dog though.
We think someone might be influencing him to kill these
Buy
dragons.
yourself at least a little bit more time.
Oh, good.
So I apologize, but I'm gonna slip the ring of silence back on.
Can I insight to see if he actually would skip town?
Okay, sure.
Um, 12?
You gather he would, but that's not all he would do, you think. Like, you gather that, like, he's not exactly a good character. Like, you might have done some shady business in the past.
I'm going to whisper this into someone's ear.
Robert is going to take out his spear, start pouring magic in it, put his hand on the prisoner's shoulder and say, "The king's gone a little crazy lately. He
So
can't
if
be
you-
trusted."
Yeah, the ring of silence is back on. There's be a good little boy, and Robert, if he moves and tries to escape, kill him.
Take off the ring.
I need an adult! I need an adult! I need,
Oh God, I am.
I need another one!
What?
No,
I'm not an adult.
Tyke, be quiet. You shouldn't even be in
Can't
here.
involve this, he's sick. Watch. Look, I get everyone has their preferences,
That's
but
what I want you to do right now, okay? Okay. Ring of silence on. Blindfold.
I'm still holding it.
God, this is.
Not at the moment.
My son has some questions to someone else.
Why not just wake him up as well?
He might talk. We can't have him talk. Is that alright? That's telling
We can't if we're asking him questions.
Just put this ring of silence on. It's my ring. And blindfold, so
Take the ring off and put it back on.
Put it back on him, but I say I'm not going to let him do anything perverse. Don't worry.
the blindfold's going on. No love, I got a punishment. Sounds like.
Oh, shush.
I hear it's actually a
Different campaign,
Decent.
What does
first of all.
perverse mean?
Don't worry about it, Tank. Alright, to the half
I
orc.
think you shouldn't be here.
You resolve to ask your mother later.
Same plan with the orc.
Ask your mom so many questions.
What
That's
is
that.
perverse? What are these body parts?
Or do you put the ring of invisibility on him? Okay.
As we
You know
were.
where you are. You know the situation here. What happens next?
Gonna kill me?
I'm saying
Probably
what happens.
not.
I'm asking you. What happens next?
I mean,
Giving
What do you want to have happen?
May I say something to you tactically?
Sure.
If you're trying to force your will upon others, don't give them the position of power.
But
Don't ask them what they're going to
what's
do.
gonna happen next?
Tell them.
What's gonna happen next?
make me battle. Usually people kill me after that.
You've died before.
Well, I haven't lost before, but it's usually what we do when people lose. I mean, if you want to let me go, it's all the same to me.
It's all the same to you.
Mm.
Why?
I've lost. I've been disgraced. I'm gonna go from here anyway. I've been up. How much fighting do around here lately?
It's gonna change.
Really?
Possibly. Maybe there might be a way to get your honor back. An
No.
ultimate battle to end all battles.
I'm not interested in honor, but fine. That's fine.
I've heard rumors. Non-fighting's coming back into town. Possibly.
Look at this way, General.
14.
That might be nice. What are you fighting?
That's one.
Another tactical rule. Figure out what you're going to say before you say it.
You remember me, right? Yeah.
So,
I should warn you, the king's gone a little bit crazy lately.
I noticed.
You have. Good. That is what we're trying to address here.
Yes. I'm not interested in backstabbing and schemes.
No backstab, no backstabbing, no schemes. We're just trying to help the situation.
Like unlawful fighting?
Yes. It's 15 plus 8, 23.
Not much one for school to overrate. That fight, point me at it maybe.
They do have a
Again.
guild hall where they fight frequently in an arena
I
style.
will there. But I need blood when I fight. It's not the same otherwise. Besides, you think the king's really gonna let me back in town? You seem like the type to tolerate failure.
What if we could sneak you back in town and get you to a place where you could fight demons all day?
You're a monster.
Persuasion check? Deception check, you are stretching the truth.
I mean, he's not wrong, but like.
12?
That's not nice. All day.
As long as you want.
Possibly longer.
Maybe. When I get paid for this.
The king might pay you. It's what we were originally hired for.
That doesn't matter now. Hold on. Tom was sneaking back in town, so I don't have to deal with the king, so I can find things so the king can pay me.
You did say
I'm
blood.
gonna say blood and gold.
You're all horrible negotiators.
There's plenty of gold there.
Tyke has, like, since they were, like, scolded for being there, has, like, exited and is, like, sitting next to Witherwing and, like, chatting more about all sorts of, like, the stuff they're interested in.
You accidentally tell him I'm about punching a dragon, and he's just like, whoa! But kind of like amused. And I'll tell him more about that. Or your mom punched a dragon.
Mm-hmm. And we probably get along since one of my flaws is Ron's mouth.
And he is a brass dragon, and an old brass dragon, so he likes talking. Before him.
Well, I'm all in favor of knocking them out for now and figuring out what to do later.
I mean, if we
We'd rather just decide what to do with you now.
Well, what,
Throw me on a cliff.
I'm gonna bop him in the head and knock him out. When he wakes up, he's either gonna be in hell or dead. That's the way I see it.
Get him high.
Oh, and you! I'm gonna
Slow
walk around
original
halfway.
brain damage from
Did you knock-
knocking him out again.
Knock out?
I knocked out the orc.
Oh. It's just like
Here's hoping you get a good deal.
we'll run that again.
We do need to tell the spy master that we do have survivors in some way or form, and that one of them has volunteered to go to hell and fight.
That could be the memory that it's replaced with, if they're modifying his memory. No, you didn't agree to slay a dragon, you agreed to slay a demon.
A demon dragon.
Yeah, it's pretty close.
those poor guys to their death again.
At least this time they'll do it with
Honor.
not having to fight us, not having to make us do work.
Hey, they almost beat us. Like,
Can I identify the beans?
Except,
I've been really curious about that.
You try
First on the
and you
council, game
gather.
of horseshoes, my friend.
From what you can tell, like the beans are just too diverse and random in what they'll do. Like, but you can tell, you plant them, you water them, and in a minute they'll sprout with a certain random effect. If you throw all of them on the ground at once, they'll explode. It's honestly it's not that effective compared to the eggs you can gather, but they will explode if you throw them all at once. Otherwise, they just got a bunch of random effects. What they will do is a mystery until now. Like, you catalog for the effects. Eggs, lime, and fire. Blue fire is still going, by the way.
I don't know what it does though.
I have a vague memory of one of the effects, and I'm just hoping that the blue fire isn't that effect. Because I've looked through.
Okay. I think one of them is a giant beanstalk grows into a cloud level.
I'm not going to bet a game. I just think the fun.
well, I say we rest up for the night, either here or.
It's still morning, by the way.
Oh, yes.
It's like you guys didn't even have breakfast.
All right, we might want to.
We need to do that.
You had some eggs.
I'm full. I had
I
two.
don't have a stomach.
I have rations.
Yeah, you're not full. You're not hungry.
Well,
Start consuming them.
If I ever became hungry, it would actually be probably pretty terrifying.
Why does my stomach hurt? Why is my chest
ooh,
area
that's how you use the
feeling
wish spell as
pain?
an offensive spell.
Ooh, you make Tyke a real boy.
Yeah.
A real malnourished boy.
No, you use wish to take away someone's sense of hunger, so that they never understand that they're hungry and they just starve to death.
Ooh.
I think that there is like some sort of like ailment you can have where you don't experience hunger. Maybe it's I know that there's ones where you don't experience pain or don't experience cold. I think
Yeah.
that might be related also. But not being able to tell that when you are having difficulties is very dangerous.
Like when your vital functions are telling you, hey, you need to do something, and then you don't.
So what are you doing with these two?
We gotta get in touch with the spy master. Either someone runs and gives them a message or send another message.
I have a sending stone, but I think it only contacts my mom.
When was the last time you called her, Tyke?
Listen tonight.
Last night.
Fine, I'll send the spy master another message, but
I could send a message to my mom and she could use sending. That'd be easier.
did you know the spy master?
No.
Then I don't think that would be particularly effective in this specific scenario. If we need to contact Benny, however.
Who was that?
Oh, the bastard who gave us the fake rings?
That would be an interesting.
You might want to tell your mom about that.
Okay.
That gives me an idea for one of the rings.
What?
Takes out his ring of mind shielding and hands it over.
I know what that is. I've put it on before.
Gestures towards the two of them.
Psychological torture.
I feel like Pathfinder does need broken slightly. Knows.
Broken? I thought we already broke them. We knocked them
Physically,
out.
yes.
Bones, yes.
I'm gonna go ahead and slip that onto him.
Spirit, no.
He's asleep, so. With the ring of silence already on, so.
How do you break minds? Magic?
They're fragile.
You have,
things.
there's two main ways of doing it. You could use magic or torture.
What's torture?
Tyke, don't ask that question.
Putting someone
Not now, Tyke.
under a log, enough stress
Zip it. I'm
that
gonna grapple and try to cover his mouth.
All right, good test.
25.
14.
It's when you long. You type just watch
It's something that you should not ask your mother about. We'll tell you in due time. Just
Make a persuasion check for Tyke not telling his mom.
11.
Okay, I'm
You
gonna.
really
With
shouldn't
Wisdom.
take.
We're pretty curious.
I'm pretty curious, so I'm not gonna say anything to my mom. But I feel so guilty and disobedient.
It's alright, Tyke.
I just met you. Tell you later.
Oh, just let's figure out this thing first.
I say we drop him off at a different town. Perhaps.
Then how are we transporting him?
We do have horses.
And where's the nearest town? And how are we going to deal with
We
that?
also have the carriage at the foot of the mountain.
And a few horses that were just kind of wandered off.
They're drinking wine,
It might be actually.
eating red goo.
Oh. Horses are not carnivores.
However,
Actually, a lot of herbivores are carnivores if they
Yeah.
have the opportunity.
yeah, it's
I don't know about horses though.
It's also
Some of them are like food. All right.
if it's red goo, it's
Depends on the horse.
that's different from like a whole cow.
There's this video I watched. It was all about
Also, you got a red band.
animals that don't usually eat meat eating meat, and apparently it's pretty unsettling for like something that you don't expect to eat.
Chimpanzee horse.
Rabbits.
Yes.
Because like a lot of animals will just be like, I can digest it. Cool.
Red goat.
I've actually heard one theory of like that's how humans started eating meat, and that's why we have to cook it. Is that and based off of our teeth shape and stuff.
Okay, so we're deciding at least on one thing. We're sending the orc to go fight demons.
I'd say we hold off on that. We don't want him to wake up in a world of hell where he might already be dead.
Well, then we can contact the spy master and get this thing
I
rolling.
shall. But I need to know if that is all we need to tell the spy master, or if we need to give him other.
Meat and go from there. Oh, speaking of meat, anyone wants bacon?
It is uncooked.
Still uncooked. No.
Who's that one messenger?
I was gonna give this to Witherwing. You want some bacon for the German?
Oh, wait a minute.
Uncooked.
Okay.
I'll give an entire 4.27 pounds.
Oh, okay.
He's going to look at it and just like, you're just frustrating this. It's like something to fruit roll.
But with meat.
Meat roll.
Delicious.
It's all yours.
Thank you.
We should figure out when our heads are coming in.
It's only 5 days. I told you that already.
But I've got some Hydra heads that are coming today.
Well,
I ordered them.
The king probably knows about those, we were being followed.
We were. Yep. Oh, wow. That means, were you being followed here?
I don't think so. We were being followed when we went to order the height.
And not followed when you left the city.
No, I wasn't.
We should check the card.
Well, anyone who's in those that car, if anyone is in that car, it'd probably be long gone by now.
But maybe we can see tracks or something. Tell if we were followed. I feel like my eyes got a little bit sharper after you.
I don't know about you, but I was never much of a good tracker.
I did a little. Not much though. Then I'll give it a go.
alright.
Start walking down the mountain.
And then I'm sending them by
Maybe it's around there, probably.
9. Oh, sorry, 12.
Are you going all the way down the mountain?
I'm walking all the way down the mountain.
Lots of footprints. Those are mine. Lots of footprints. Wait, those are ours again. Lots of horse. Oh wait, those are. That's weird. Nope. 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 Not the correct ours.
I'm gonna message the spy, but Master got 2 survivors heading back to the inn. Meet us or send messenger.
Leave them at the woods. I'll take care of them.
Leave the bodies at the woods.
All right.
Which way is the woods?
Well, it's like woods, mountain.
I'm gonna write a little note on the orc.
He's basically talking about the same clearing where you dropped it off. Archive.
I'm gonna write a little note on the orc with the parchment quill. Wouldn't mind fighting to death for gold. Use in demon against demons? Question mark. Halfling. Use with demon bait. Not my problem. Gonna take the rings off of all of them. Just. Oh, did we loot them?
You did not.
I'm gonna loot them.
Alright, they have 20 gold.
I'm gonna give that to you guys.
Hunting trap.
Hunting trap.
I'm good.
I have 5 bear traps now. Ooh, wait, I think it's that one when I went to hell. I wonder if it's still there.
You have.
Ooh.
The halfling still has a crowbar and thieves tool on him.
Are they better than my current set?
I have these tools.
Anyone not have these tools?
I don't know.
Here you go.
Alright.
I could use them if I wanted to.
Shoot, I just realized, Crash. Now that Robert's chain necklace isn't his packed weapon, he can summon something like a halberd or a great axe. Like a D12
He's
weapon.
currently binding his spear.
Oh, you leave it.
You don't have to bind a specific weapon.
Still. Anyway. So, it's a light crossbow, 20. Yeah, 20 bolts.
Anyone not have a light crossbow that functions?
I have a
I already have
functional
a
one.
light
Bolts are all yours.
crossbow. It's his backup weapon besides a rapier and a light hammer. The hammer is almost entirely sentimental because it does a D4 minus 1.
Aha!
Ooh,
There
it's
it is.
almost a viable weapon.
They both have 50 feet of hemp and rope.
Anyone not have rope?
I don't have rope.
You should take some of this, Tyke.
Okay.
Rope is a fun thing. You can burn it,
Tie yourself to Mr. Birdie so you
You
don't
can
fall
tie it.
off.
make a saddle, decorate,
Ooh, it would be fun to use it to decorate.
make a net, choke a demon with it. Lots of good uses.
Yeah, 50 feet of hemp and rope.
Hang a guy and slowly put him into a vat of
He's
acid.
got 4 daggers.
3 daggers.
3 daggers. I mean, actually, the 4th dagger was stuck in your chest, Carmen. Have you taken that out yet? I'm assuming you did, but you're alright.
Anyone have need for daggers?
Anybody want a memento? It was stuck in my chest.
Sounds like a memento mori.
I already have.
I can use daggers, but
Scrap metal?
it's not really my thing. I could make something with them, maybe.
Oh, there's also on the half of the backpack, ball bearings,
All bearings.
string,
Ooh,
bell.
I will take that string and that bell.
There's candles, a hammer, probably good. I like the hammer. Then pythons, a hooded lantern, oil flask, 2 oil flasks. Or do you want to carry with you? Or look at it?
Yeah.
Okay. Look at the items. And you check the half orc, and he's got a water skin and it like swishes. Like that.
Wow, 1,000 ball bearings. Oh wow.
He's got rope, he's got tinderbox,
Guys,
torches,
I see
that's all.
traps
And he's got
waiting.
that. He still has the wolf skin on him.
But what?
The orc still has like a wolf skin on him. He's got torches, rations, water skin that's making noise.
Robert is going to pick up the wolf skin and investigate it.
High quality stuff.
Do you know if this is magical?
I can identify it. Even though I don't have spell slots, I can still ritual cast.
Rash.
You get a blank card.
I'm going to show a blank card.
Does that mean it doesn't have magic?
It either doesn't have magic or it has magic to prevent it from showing that it has magic.
Alright.
Imagine
Put it back on.
an item from Benny where that's the only spell it has, magic it has, is just magic to prevent you from knowing it has magic.
Candles, a hammer, some batons, a tinderbox, water skin, backpack.
I'm going to tell you all about the time where I got into my mom's experiments and grabbed a jar of rings, but I lost the rings, and Mom was really upset because apparently they had spells, but I couldn't tell because when I put them on, nothing happened. And that was before I learned how to identify things, and I'm going to explain how important it is to always identify things before you put them on.
Possibly the story about how his mom identified things that are really important.
Hey, now I'm probably 1,000 ball bearings and hood makers, oil flasks, and 10 feet of string. This is gonna be.
You got so many knickknacks.
I'm ready to trap. Got bear traps.
Just in case, I'm going to prepare another spell after a minute.
Got string.
And you're just looting these bodies by the side of the road. They still have like a clothes and armor
Oh,
Yeah,
wait,
please
what
leave
are we
those.
talking?
on. Studded leather on the half.
What was all the cleric?
Well, the
The,
cleric is a burnt.
It's gone now.
and we already looted the cleric.
True, we did.
That's where I got them. That's where Danielle
Oh,
got
yeah,
me.
plate. That's what I am. Plate or something.
No.
Thank you, Beth.
All right.
Although, just so you guys know, my mace is a,
D6.
well, I was going to say simple weapon.
Yeah.
But I also don't know what the requirements are for a tuning.
You say in there if it requires a tune or not.
It does, but it doesn't say.
I would have specified, so you're good.
Huh?
I would have specified if it required tuning by someone, so you're good.
Speaking of which, I should probably start a tuning mod at some point.
That sounds
It does
like
glow.
a Demon Slayer kind of thing. We'll point out.
It is.
Fiends.
As usual.
glow.
Boy!
Fiends, they're like, what? Feeling really ragged? Kind of like how we did a few days ago.
Please
Yeah.
don't use
It
that
is so
on
cool.
Do you count
It's okay. I'll use my hammer for you.
I think so.
Well, I think we should find that out right now.
It's okay, Robert. I'll use my war hammer when beating the sensitive.
That's not that comforting.
Don't worry. If all else fails, I will whip you in the exact same spot you got whipped before. Speaking of which,
You're doing a good job. Unless you're trying to make me.
You did turn your face upside down again.
You
And
did.
channel a
It's
demon.
a little sore.
So,
I was getting to black out from the injuries
No,
I
it's-
had anyway.
you know what? You did good by me. I'm still standing here being an asshole.
We were in a very tight situation.
let's drop these bodies, go back to the tavern, and figure out how the hell we're gonna figure this out. and not die within the next couple of days before we can give the dragon heads to the king, so then we can just get out of here before the entire city's invaded by demons. Or so we try to prevent those demons from attacking us. Huh? Is that like a plan?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go.
I mean, if we get out of here and this town falls to those demons, they're gonna destroy the entire world. We don't have much. We can't leave.
Then we should get back in there so we don't die when we're trying to go in later.
So you guys are leaving the bodies by the side of the road, or
Well, at the
I'll
spot.
leave them in the forest.
spot?
In the woods, at the
in the
spot.
You leave them in a spot where actually were you there for that? And Tyke got kidnapped.
I went after Pike.
Wait, were they members of the Adventurers Guild?
Huh?
They have any sort of like Adventurers Guild stuff?
They do actually. They
Doing
have both
Robert.
houses.
Robert wasn't kidnapped.
Well,
Pike was kidnapped.
Robert was
your
arrested.
Yeah, I thought your character went to the
Kidnapped
prison
by
to
the
release
law.
Robert.
Right, I went to the
Taken by
prison
justice.
to release you, and then went out to where everyone else is, and was like, "Do you find Tyke?" And they're like, "Oh, you just missed him." I'm like,
Right.
If a minor goes to prison, are they technically kidnapped?
Were they legally obtained and
"You don't legally obtain people, even if the money's clean."
sorry, legally detained, I guess.
I mean,
Let's stop that. That's 65.
And I'm making an anime reference.
Was
that
the minor
I really
legally
like.
arrested?
As you guys debate the legalities of this, you just drop the bodies off on the side of the road, plunder, and you head in back to town, sore but feeling stronger. And we'll cut it there for today.
Da-ba-da-ba.
Yeah, still have a full day ahead of you.